And the time has come, everybody. The BTL Winter 2026 main event will start today. We had the last chance qualifier yesterday, but now we have the main events coming into play with the Swiss stage that is happening today. We're going to go into the explanation very, very soon, but I'm delighted to not be casting this one alone. I'm once again joined in by the one and only, the GOAT, Beamsy. How's it going, mates?
I am doing amazing. I'm just so excited to watch the matches today. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be an exciting weekend. It's great to be with you, Turbo.
Yeah, it is great indeed. Sadly, I could have not made it yesterday because there have been some correlations, and I thought I would not be planned in for Friday, but it was just a bit chaotic also on my end. I was traveling a lot during the last week. I was in Scotland, in Edinburgh, which was fun, so I'm definitely doing good, but still recovering from it. 2 hours of sleep. That wasn't too good, but I'm also so excited to see the matches today because Swiss stage is always a good thing to just get to see the level of the players because, of course, everybody has a seat assigned to their name. But I think like practice and just the format, which is just completely different, tells a different story. And we already have a great match in our hands here. This sort of things between Kaluki, Dwinjo, Bits, and Stariffi. Like three names definitely ring a bell to me when it comes to great performances, but Stariffi also, I mean, coming into this tournament as 12th seed, I think can deal some damage here, Beamsy.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one to start the day off. So it should be fun. And you know, you look at all the groups and the competition, the level of competition is just so high. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, there's also a lot on the line here in this winter 2026 season, even though spring is really coming into play here, at least in Ireland. I mean, weather is great, but it's also like some cold days are still mixed in between. But yeah, there's a prize pool of 400 euros in this competition as well. 200 for first, 125 for second, 50, and then 25 for third and fourth position. That is not too little, to say the least. And the Baltic Trackmania community, as always, is delivering. Also, of course, thanks to Macelli organizing this incredible event and then having some help with the prize money and other organizational stuff as well, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing, and what a thing to get some money for. Playing some Trackmania, can't beat that, can you?
Yeah, like getting money and playing the game that you love. It's just a good combination, right? And even if you don't make it, I think it's just a great competition, again, for players to grow. I think the Baltic's doing it very nice, giving everyone a good playing field to play around. Even in Swiss stage, you at least play 3 matches. Like maybe even 4 or 5. I mean, at the end, we also have like matches with 6 players coming into play. But it will be great to see also the difference now from like players being fully practiced on those maps versus just the fast turn aspect of it, which can be a bit deceiving for the one or another player, and they can really struggle. And one of them is in particular Bits, who is not the best fast turn, even though he did quite good in the first 6 qualification steps.
Yeah, he's done well to get here last night. So I remember him struggling last season, but it'd be nice to see a good performance from Bitsy today. And you know, as you've mentioned, people will be playing at least 3 games, but we got 5 rounds today, so be interesting to see where it goes, won't it? Really well.
Yeah, definitely. And also to see who's in the top 8. Just small side notes here, Macelli is not playing. I think he is also involved with Overdrive and just doing a lot of admin work in the background, also for other competitions. This one here, of course, as well. But we're still missing one player here on the server. So Stariffi hasn't joined so far. So I hope we're going to figure that out here very, very soon. Or maybe he's just practicing a map offline or whatever. We don't know. But what I'm really looking forward to here is, Beamsy, who's going to make it into the top 8 today? Will it be just the top 8 seeds, like Always Fein, Sudo, Kaluki, Bits, Yeva, Pizza, and Zyron? Or will some of the others also sprinkle in a surprise?
That feels like a good guess, except obviously it misses Divino. So I struggle to not see him making the top 8.
Yeah, I agree. And then Pizza, of course, being a bit more of a newer player, but of course you would root for him to make it happen. But I think that's already of who gets a good match. Maybe also getting 2-0 very early on and then having 3 shots of making it, because you need to win 3 matches from Swiss stage in order to move through. That is a good format to have. But we start with a pick phase now. So let's take a look what will be the first ban. The ban is from the first player. in this ranking, which is Fane. So Fane is allowed to ban one of the maps in this particular match. It's always the first seed.
And then once they are picked, which we didn't get to say, but it'll be a random map order then of the maps picked.
Yeah, oh, it will be. It will be random. Okay, I see. So it's just a ban, and then it's random order. Okay, I see. Nice. Did something ban? Yeah. It's all random? No, probably the pick order is random, isn't it?
Yeah, pick.
So ban should come into play.
Maybe I made my notes wrong. Maybe I made my notes wrong.
Oh, it's one random ban actually. I just took a look here. Group stage 1 random ban. That's what it says. So it's randomized, and then playoffs it's pick and ban, where seed 1 is banning a map, and then seed 1 to 4 picking. So okay, that's the difference between group stage and playoffs. So we got that figured out as well, and we're gonna start off things on the map from Fendar. And we only have 3 players on this match, so too bad that Stariffi is not joining into here.
It is, but it's a tough match, and maybe that's it. Like life might have come up. You never know, do you? So there are many reasons why.
Yeah, you never know. But Stariffi, I mean, 12th seed, not too bad. I mean, if we take a look onto the qualifier ranking, Stariffi got 3 gold points and 4 silver points. So it's definitely not too bad, all things considered. But let's start with the match. It will still be a good match between Kaluki, Dwinja, and Bits, where the top 2 go through into the next round, and the bottom position is then also going through, but plays against also opponents who have lost the match. So that's how it goes. And if you win 3 matches, whether within 5 matches, you are going through to day 2. We will be left with 8 players after that one, and already the Latvian players with the best of starts here. Kaluki and Dwinja looking great here. Good jump there from Kaluki. Dwinja clipping a little bit, but it's still not looking too bad for them to get themselves some good points here, going over the weird sector here where we have some funky bug sets coming into play. But it is Dwinja who survives it. Kaluki with a mistake. He's quite far behind, as well as Bits, who's now 10 seconds behind. Really struggles to find a good run here.
Yeah, and I've lowered your volume a little bit since... and that's a fail at the end in there. Just let me know if that volume's a bit better match now.
Yeah, you hear the motorcycles in the background?
No. They said that you're way louder than me. We failed at equalising the time because you were running a bit late, and then I had a little issue, and life was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, all good. Yeah. But I also had to move because there's massive protests going on outside, and I'm in a different room, so maybe you can hear some motorcycles down there. Like it's going crazy. Like the fuel, like it's a good cause, right? What they're doing there, but it's disrupting public transports. The whole city is just on its head. And I had to move my setup, else it would be unbearable. Yeah, you would hear everything, like them screaming, shouting, and it's not for the event. It's because of they taking their rights to protest, right? So yeah, that's how it goes, as it's very loud outside. Oh my god!
And they're distracting you, which always helps. But it's getting this matchup. It's gonna be interesting because these are 3 players that you'd all expect to be there or thereabouts, really, for the top 8. So I do think this is a very interesting... I still think it's a very interesting matchup, and, I imagine Carlucci, Davigno and Bitsy have all practiced quite a bit.
Yeah, I do think so as well, but Bits currently struggling a lot, cannot really find an opener here, and also fails the risky jump here into the ending. Of course, it's not your conventional risky ending. You have some successive jump parts and then a nice speed check into the end where the angle is very important. But Bits, again, multiple seconds behind here, Kaluki and Dwinja with some good points. And the pointer was 100 here, so that is quite something to consider, as it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, so the interesting bit, it's 100-point limits now, but then in a couple of matches' time, the point repetition will change a little bit once we get to the 2-1, 1-2, and 2-2 matches. So that's something to bear in mind for in a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be a really cool event, I think, today.
Yeah, exactly. The point will be a bit different there in the matches where we have 6 players in, so it will be 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. instead of 10-6, 4-3. And Bits again failing here, so he's again further behind the line. Now Dwinjo can finally win his first round here. It's looking great. Going over the sector here, where you need to do a bug set afterwards. There's a water block incorporated down there, so that's why you get watery tires. And it looks a bit funky, but it's a nice mechanic. I would say it's a very cool map here to follow. But Dwinjo, 0.3 ahead, just has to survive the ending, and that looks like a good jump to me. Also makes this one across, and he wins with a 1 minute 0.5. So good to see that. And Kaluki just 0.2 away. Bits, again, only with 4 points here. So he's really struggling, and he needs a good map after that, that's for sure.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, you know, it's a difficult ending, and that's kind of what I'm excited about today, to see how consistent people are on that map. The ending, the consistency was looking solid there, but overall for the finish. But yeah, that's what I'm interested in today, to see how consistent people have got at that ending, because during the qualification phase, I think it might have been phase 2 off the top of my head, people were really struggling with the finish for that one.
Yeah, I have not casted this one, so it was either 2, 4, or 6, I guess.
Yeah,
I wasn't there on the Saturdays. Yeah, I think it was map number 2, if I recall it correctly, also from our briefing. But let's go into the next map from Sid Sensei and Utris. Yeah. And Bits, of course, at 12 points. Like, he needs to do some work. And this map in particular, I mean, this one provided a lot of content when we were casting it in the Fast Zone event.
Yeah, it's one of those maps where it's so precision heavy that you just need to get the line right each and every run, or you're just going to risk having a situation like Carlucci just had. But you just full crash into something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was map number 3 here that was played. And the world record stands in 1 minute 0.613 by Kaluki, actually. So just speaking of the devil, he's the one falling behind. But we have a great round here between Dwinjo and Bits. Bits going a bit wider to accumulate a bit more speed over that freewheel section. He comes a bit closer, but now this turn is getting ever so slightly harder. So Bits having to readjust. Dwinjo still ahead. Will he hold the gear? I think he did not. But also Bits not with a good exit there. So he cannot really make room for a bigger gap here, but it's looking good here, and Bits will finally win his round here with a 101.7.
Yeah, a solid end, and it's important to get the round win now, just before that gap risks starting to really appear. Just get a round win, keep it close.
Definitely. Now he's back 6 points away from Dwinjo. Kaluki at 30 points, so a bit weaker rounds for him in comparison to what he has started with. He got first, and then second and third. And we see 2 mistakes already from the start. Bits and Dwinjo both falling behind. And it's not Kaluki alone, and Bits with another mistake here. So he's even further behind.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But I mean, you know, if Kaluki's looking at positions, this is a great chance now to just sort of safe it, get that round win, and really extend your lead that you're starting to build up over the other 2.
Yeah, definitely. And Kaluki could do a great job here of bouncing back after like 2 weaker rounds, and Bits now with a nose side here as well, so he's dropping even further behind. That's not looking like a good round. He's not locked in, but maybe the first match, and usually that's the case for players, it can be quite hard for them to get into the groove, to play your absolute best, and sometimes it takes a couple of rounds, sometimes 1 match, but then you find yourself in the groove of things. And I think Bits can definitely make it into day number 2 here if he just continues to play of how he has been at the qualifications. And Dwinjo also with a mistake there. Bits 11 seconds behind, still able to finish. Also, you want to finish every round, but Kaluki winning this round effortlessly, 5 seconds out of seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's just do the run clean when you see the other 2 have crashed, and just get the job done, get that little extension to your points. But I'd just like to raise what you just said, like, you know, Bitsy, Davino, Carlucci, they're all players that it's hard to not imagine them being there tomorrow. So I think this is a really great matchup for match 1 of the day.
Yeah, I think that's why I picked it. Too bad that Stariffi is not in here. because I could have really see Sterifi also like capitalizing from those kind of rounds here. Bits and Kaluki so far behind, and if you just play it safe, well, you get 6 points, sometimes even 10 points, with all players just slightly crashing, or you just have a good run, right? So it's still everyone's game, and now Kaluki with a no slide there as well, similar to Bits in the previous rounds, and Dwinjo is quite far ahead, but I expected a closer match on this particular map here, but maybe players have not, like, I mean, it's also a hard map, maybe it doesn't click for them right now. Yeah, maybe they didn't prioritize it. Yeah, could be.
Because as long as you do a clean run, then you'll make it to the finish. And maybe they went, oh, I think I can do that, so I won't prioritize this. I'll focus on ones where I feel like I can push my pace a bit more, or whatever mental game they're playing.
Yeah, but I mean, the times here are 2 seconds behind world record, the winning time. And that is certainly not good here for the players. But we already go to map number 3, which will be a map. It is a map, indeed. It's face offset by Kaluki. So the last map that has been released. And the world record. And the only person who has set the alpha time so far is Zyron here. Probably Kaluki has a faster time offline. But Mapper maybe having an advantage here because it's his map.
Yeah, and it's a really cool map, this one. I think we saw it when it was quite early in development in the first place, and then Jugend Rapids casted.
Yeah, without scenery, yeah.
For this, yeah. But not driving.
So not starting.
Yeah.
Test.
Yeah, Bitsy didn't try.
Not sure what will happen now.
Yeah.
Since he did not start, but okay, he's playing now, so. It's just a buy round for him. He just needs to make sure to finish. But Dwinjo and Kaluki are running away with the points. Will cross the halfway point then. And then there's still finest mode that needs to be cleared. So that means you need to win one more round. And with a match consisting of only 3 players, well, it's only you who can really deny them. But it really seems like Bits is not going to finish this round. He's 15 seconds behind. And I think the finish time is 15 seconds.
Yeah, so this is a difficult ending coming up in a second that is quite easy to make a mistake on, because if you don't get the perfect speed for the risky, which they're both going to go for. And Davinia almost showed us what I meant. Very lucky.
Yeah, the exit from the wood there is quite hard to nail. It feels very clunky. But Bits is indeed not able to finish here. He was 5 seconds behind, but lost so much time there in the progress. And with that, he drops further down the line. So that is very unfortunate. So the match is not going as Bits was planning it to be. And he's now 18 points away from Dwinjo. So still not impossible, but he needs to act quick. And seeing him making a 10-second mistake and now another mistake, it's not looking good for him.
No, it's not what he needs. He just needs to be careful, because it could be a mental aspect now after a couple of bad rounds or whatever. Just needs a mental reset to just go. It's all fine. We still have plenty of points to play for.
Yeah, but if he's now again 2 seconds behind and seeing Kaluki and Dwinjo both driving great runs here, I think it is hard to do, because the world record on this map is a 56-0 and Kaluki already drove 0.7 away from it. So this is certainly not a bad time that we're seeing here in this first Swiss round. Oh, and Dwinjo almost fails it, lost the gear. Will still have enough speed to clear the jump. And yeah, look at this time at 0.4, but makes a mistake, and Bits capitalizes from that. So 6 points, a little bit of a solace as he got a bad start. So Bits with 6 instead of 4 points, but still, it's now 16 instead of 18 points. But Kaluki had 64 points here going into the last round of this map.
And it's getting, even with that little point increase, that difference now between Bitsy and Kaluki there, it's really extending. You'll be hoping to catch Davinia, I guess, for second, but Bitsy really needs to not rely on Davinia making a mistake again and try and push, but already a little bit behind the other.
He needs 10 points.
Yeah, really does.
But also here again, the Latvian players are just swarming out in first positions as Bits is again 1 second behind. He's really lacking the pace here by the looks of it, as Dwinjo and Kaluki are just cruising it And even that mistake, you will not lose too much by just slightly brushing that outside dirt wall there. Of course, the lines afterwards will be a bit awkward since you have less speed to work with. But Kaluki only lost 0.3 with that. And it will be Dwinjo now winning this round. But he has been fading the ending quite a bit here. But now he makes it across. Also Kaluki with a good ending and Bits 2 seconds behind. So Kaluki and Dwinjo very much in control here.
Yeah, it's looking dominant for the two of them. And I can't work out mentally which one's looking the better, because they're both doing well. It feels like one wins one round, the other wins the other. So yeah, it's shaping up.
They're
nicely,
alternating. Yeah, they're alternating the round wins here, but they're only 6 points away. So I think if they're gonna meet up again, maybe in one of the ladder matches of today or maybe tomorrow, I think it will be close between them, and it's just a 50-50 going into the last round. Who's going to win it then? As we now go into a wall, we see a small lag there from Bits again, I think. We go to Time Flies as map number 4.
Which I was telling Rapid yesterday, I think this one's my favourite map in the pack to watch. I really enjoy this map. I mean, I enjoy them all massively, but I think this is a really cool map with the wood section, the bug sides. I think it's a really interesting take on a competitive map.
Definitely. I do think like this fragile interaction with sand is very nice to see, but then the wood, it looks so easy. Also, all of those transition, but you can lose so much time here by having weird lines and bleeding some time. The world record is from Kaluki. Dwinjo's on second place here, so that is good to see, of course. But yeah, the wood section is very precise to drive. Since you can mess up quite easily, clip, and then having to respawn, and then also the bug slide that you have coming up right here is also very important, because you need a lot of speed to make it nicely, and Kaluki with a great exit there, setting up nicely for that drift as well. And now the risky ending, which is also a very unique one, where you just have to clip this block here, but Kaluki does it very nice, 52.093, that is only 0.3 away from the world record, so that's a nice time.
That is a nice time. I will say, I think I remember from the qualification for the stage phase for this, Davina looking really fast, so, and they were ahead of Kaluki for most of that run, so it'd be interesting to see maybe if they can mount they can get the next 2 round wins potentially, like over Kaluki, which could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be, but like it's 10 points now between them. Bits at 46, and again with another mistake, so he's out of this match, really. It really seems like that. He needs a miracle to be happening for him in order to make it through. I would love to see it, of course, and I think if someone is capable of doing it, it's Bits. But just seeing the rounds, how they just unfold for him, like falling multiple seconds behind in almost every round, and 80% of the rounds that he's been playing so far, it's looking dire. But look at that fight between Dwinjo and Kaluki. Dwinjo going wide. There's a gear that you can avoid there, but it's quite hard to do. You probably just want to eat it. Yeah, get a small slowdown. Also good setup then for the bug slide. Dwinjo with a mistake, and Kaluki is going to win this round here, and only 1 victory away of reaching finalist mode. Oh, what a time as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kaluki is cooking there. Is Davina's car skin cider? Did I spot? Then feel like I noticed.
Sorry, I was.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was. My sound lagged out there for a second.
Oh, I was just saying. I just noticed that Davina seems to have cider as his car skin, which is interesting. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see it. It's a nice it's a nice skin.
Yeah. I just went, that's random, as I spotted it. But yeah, this could maybe be a good round for Bitsy, but it's getting a little bit too late for them now with Davina. But yeah. But Kaluki win here, and they can get themselves finalists. So.
Oh yeah, and now Bits with another mistake. Was trying to avoid the gear, but then couldn't control it afterwards. Of course, Wood is very unresponsive in that regard, and he's with that 3 seconds behind, still getting second place, but it's not enough to catch up significantly to the others. So yeah, it is Kaluki in finalist, but we go to map number 5 here, I think. It should be the 5th map, the last map of the rotation. We have 3 rounds per map. And Kaluki really defining the pace on time flies. He looks very good on this map.
Yeah, he's up good all around. So's Davinia. It's just, for me, the one thing is Bitsy's consistency, which, you know, assuming he doesn't get through here, which is very unlikely. Like, he's going to need to work on his consistency, really, Bitsy. That's my key takeaway from this match, I think.
Yeah, maybe he has to push it a bit more here in this particular match when you play against Kaluki and Dwinjo, but on the other hand, you should also just save it and not fall so far behind. You know, if he had, like, let's say 15 or 10 more points or 12 more points, this would be an absolute different story, because he would have denied points to Dwinjo, he would have denied points to Kaluki, but now he's backs against the wall, and we go into the first round here where we see already a mistake happening from a loyal customer of just making mistakes. It's Bits, and now it's between Kaluki, the finalist, and Dwinjo. Kaluki with a very good start here, already quite far ahead on Lemon Tree, and getting a good line there. No slides the exit from this one as well, trying to get as much speed as possible into the freewheel sector, but almost clipping the wall there. But it's looking good that Kaluki will be the first one through into the next round.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great start to the round here for Kaluki. Just keep it clean, try and do it. I mean, Davinio's obviously going to try and push here, you'd imagine. If they can, try and deny, and they have got more speed coming in towards Linden. But I think the line might be a little bit worse than Kaluki's. It's going to be close, but that's Kaluki.
Yeah, Kaluki is through. So great performance there, especially at the end of the match. It looked close between Dwinjo and Kaluki, but then Kaluki really picked up the pace, and now it's a 1v1 where we're definitely going to go to map number 1 again. So it's 86 versus 60 points. Not the worst points you can be in, but if you had 70 points or maybe even 80 points, it would have been a complete different story. And those are just the mistakes compounding, and you just gating those last positions over and over and over again, instead of maybe a second place where others are crashing. You know, it's like the small things are just paying its toll here. Dwinjo with a good lead as well.
Yeah, 0.2 behind Davinio. It's hard to imagine, but if you get 3 round wins, then you're denying Davinio, and maybe it's doable, but not when you're 2 seconds behind.
No, it's not. It's not, and it seems like, but guys, it is like that. Bits just sadly makes a lot of mistakes here, so he's the loyal customer here of just hitting those walls, right? It's unfortunate to see. I still think that Bits can run deep. But now gets first position. That is good. I mean, it's setting a statement. That is nice. It's a little bit of a comeback. But on the other hand, Dwinjo is still up to 92 points, so he still has to win 1 more round in order to reach finalists. But good for Bits, putting in some pressure. And if he wins another round, well, then it's a complete different story. So this round here is very important now.
It is. A little teleport there, I think. But yeah, it's very important. You know, Davinio gets finalists now, and you know that puts Bitsy quite far back. But you know, on 76. But you know, Bitsy gets that round win. Davinio has another round for finalist, as you're alluding to. That could be a difference maker potentially. But 0.7 behind Davinio, and that isn't looking
again
good.
Same picture. Like, maybe now Bits trying to save it a bit more, just trying to survive. But I think it's too late. So even though Dwinjo lost some time there, lost 0.4, and there's still the ending that he has failed. And also here, not the best speed. Bits is coming closer, and Dwinjo goes into the wall. So right now, we have a match, guys. We have a match. Bits could bounce back into this, and Dwinjo definitely not with a good showing here in the last couple of rounds. Bits only needing to win 2 more rounds. There was the deal. Like, just think about it. The match, of course, was going south for Bits quite a bit, right? But he had 1 DNF round, -4 points. Then plenty of mistakes where he couldn't get into the top 2 positions. He could have been up to 90 points at this point, and it would have been much closer there after 2 round wins here. So let's take a look what Bits is able to do as we circle back onto map number 1, which also will be, theoretically, it could be, we could go to map number 2 as well. but for that, stars have to align. Duinjo has to win the round, and then Bits has to win the next 2 rounds of that. And I do think this is very unlikely to happen. But prove me wrong. Let's see. 98 versus 80 points. Bits is definitely not out here. We counted him out, though.
Yeah, he's not out. You know, it's doable, but he didn't look great on this map first rotation. So I'm not sure if this is the one for him.
No, it's not.
Did they?
Oh, but Duinjo also failed.
Yeah.
Oh, but Bits failing again, dude. Bits, stop trolling. Stop making mistakes after a mistake. Oh, man. This was his round. Man, Bits. Focus up. But maybe it's just the first match. And maybe we also just want an exciting match to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You're not out. You just go to the 0-1. You just go into the 0-1 match, and you'd imagine on paper that's going to be a bit more doable. So it's not the end of the world for them if they drop down here.
But if you're 5 seconds behind, even in the 0-1 match, I think it will be hard to get those 10 pointers regularly, right? Yeah. So that's the thing. But this is a very poor round here because both players made mistakes. But Duinjo's going to win, denying a valuable first position to Bits, and he's now finalist. So good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to him. But it's not over. Bits, he just needs to win every round now, right?
Yeah, surely. He just needs to win 2 rounds here and make it happen. Yeah. It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, GG. Easy.
Easy. Surely they can make it. But let's go into the rounds here. Duinjo, can he use his first finalist attempt? Both getting a great start. Bits up with a good landing here by the looks of it. But he's still not out of the conversation. Jumps there a little bit, bleeding a bit of time. And it is Duinjo versus Bits still in this round. But Bits clipping there and losing a lot of time. Getting an awkward landing or awkward line through the dirt sector. And I think that's Duinjo's round to lose. But there's still the ending left to be cleared. And also this... awkward sector where you have water tires and then need to perform a bug slide out of the exit, which is quite tricky to do. But I think it's a good thing to have, right, in a competitive map. But 0.7, it's Duinjo's round to lose. Only a couple of turns to go. And then the ending as well, but it's looking good. And Duinjo will most likely qualify if he clears this and the next jump. Oh my god, this was so close, but he makes it.
That was clean as well, to be fair. The ending from Davinia. But GG to Davinia there. Yeah. GG.
GG's. Bits down into the lower bracket, but showed good resilience there in the end. He can definitely make it happen. And I think we're going to see him in day 2. I would be surprised if we don't.
Yeah, genuinely. And I'm guessing that as we went into the last round there, it played an ad. Do you know, it did that to Rapper to me last night as we went onto the ending screen and started to say goodbye. So we just waited patiently for the ad to end.
Yeah. All right, but that's the first match is done. All matches also have concluded. So this one was probably the last match that has not finished thus far, but we're done. And I think we're going to be back after a small break. The next match probably starts at, like, for you, probably 16:40. For us, it's 14:40. So we're going to be back after a small break, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be back. I'll whack us on a break. I'll get that timer going and we'll be back. Well, we are back for round 2. We're going to watch the 1-0 match between Auris, Carlucci, Crazy Cat, and Pseudo. How are you feeling about this one, Turbo?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this because Crazy Kit Kat has qualified yesterday, and they look very strong out of the get-go. And I think they're here to deal some damage. But now, of course, they have the winners of the other matches being paired in. We have already seen Carlucci playing. He looked very strong. Auris, I think we do not need to introduce, as well as Pseudo. Very strong showing as well from Pseudo, who has been getting a good seed out of it. Seed 3 it was from the event. So it's seed 3, seed 1, and then Carlucci was seed 4. And then we have seed 15 in here as well with Crazy Kit Kat, but it's a bit deceiving because they qualify from the last chance qualifier. So I'm very much looking forward to see what they can do. The match starts in 1 minute. Prediction-wise, it will be boring to go with Carlucci and Auris winning it, I guess. You know what? I go with Auris and I just go Crazy Kit Kat for second. Why not?
You feeling crazy?
Yeah, I feel very much crazy.
Yeah. I go Auris, and I'm gonna go for Pseudo.
Okay.
On the reason of we've seen what Carlucci's about, we haven't seen what Pseudo's about today, so yeah, I'll go for Pseudo. But I will just say with Crazy Kit Kat, I thought when I was watching the last chance qualifiers last night, Crazy Kit Kat looked really good, but it's hard to judge in a situation like that, right? But yeah, they've obviously done well to make it through in second in their last match. So
yeah,
maybe you're going to be right.
I mean, they played against Fane, right? And Fane also looked very good, and they've beaten Pizza and Horsemeat. And we have the random band coming into play as well, which is Homik, which will not be played, Lemon Tree, Time Flies, Face, Offset, Trenches, and then we have a name that I'm not trying to pronounce as the decider. So we have 5 maps in the map pool, 3 rounds per map with a small warm-up, and again we play in cup mode with a point of 100, 10, 6, 4, and 3 points for the respective positions, and the top 2 go through into the 2-0 match, and the bottom 2 go into the 1-1 match.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's on this one. You want to win this. Not the end of the world if you don't, but there should be a really good level of competition for this match. Really should.
Yeah, I agree. Like all players have won a match so far. Even if they come second in their match, they still win it, right? And also, you can take a look onto eCircuit Mania, where the whole matches are listed. The whole rounds are in there. You can also click on them and then see just how the rounds have developed. So for example, for the very first match, we've seen 18 rounds. We see all the winning times. It's great for stats. I think also great for us to prepare for day number 2, where we can take a look of like how dominant players have been, maybe maps that they struggle on. But let's go into this match here. It's Lemon Tree as the starter, and probably gonna be seen again as map number 6 in the total amount of maps being played. Race starting. And here we go. We both went for unconventional predictions, so the no-brainer would be Auris and Carlucci going through. But let's just see how Crazy Kit Kat and Pseudo can do it, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting one to watch, because Pseudo does have similar pace to Carlucci anyway. So I do feel confident of that. But look at this first bit, Crazy Kit Kat right there as well. So we've got justification to what we've said.
Yeah, Auris not with a good start here, 1 second behind, and I'm very excited for this match because Auris, of course, a mental player. Things can go down south of him very quickly, and he doesn't get a good start here into this match. And look at this fight for first between Carlucci and Crazy Kit Kat. Pseudo not too far behind, but look at the speed from Crazy Kit Kat into this part here, looking very much controlled. And I think that could be the first 10 points for the underdog, but Carlucci with a good ending, more speed, and he snipes first position there with a 53.19, but still a good round between them. And Crazy Kit Kat also with a PB, he's saying, or they are saying.
Yeah, I mean, what a place to get a PB. When you're up against players like Carlucci, Pseudo, and Auris, that's where you PB, and that's how you know that you're mentally ready for a match like this going into it. Yeah,
world record is a 52.78 by Carlucci, who has now made a mistake. So again, like I think last time also on another map where we said that he has world record, well, he has made that mistake. Maybe he's watching, maybe we're in his head. But look at that round here from Crazy Kit Kat, looking very much consistent in those first 2 rounds. Pseudo can only watch the battle from behind that is unfolding here between Crazy Kit Kat and Aurus, but Aurus with much more speed in this sector. So Crazy Kit Kat should maybe just settle for those 6 points here.
Yeah, but I mean, if Crazy Kit Kat can become that player that just becomes second place, and overtake him. But then clips themselves. But you know, if you just keep racking up second place, you'll quickly get up to 100 points. Obviously, the point limit for the match, and then obviously you'd need to win a round. But you know, it's not the worst way to get there.
Definitely not the worst way to get there, but Crazy Kit Kat throwing away those 10 points there, but look how close it is. 13, 13, 10, and 10 points for the 4 players in this match. So definitely not looking too bad here, all things considered, even though it could have been Crazy Kit Kat heavily capitalizing on those individual mistakes there. Also that Aurus has done, but then falling victim to one of them, and Aurus, not with good rounds here, of course, can call himself lucky to win that round there beforehand, but now he's completely out of the equation. And also Kaluki with a great outside line, good no-slide snap there as well. Look at the speed into the free wheel sector, gaining 0.1 towards Pseudo, but now clipping on the inside, so another mistake comes into play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but Pseudo also on a good run here, getting a great outside dirt, just needs to pull this plastic turn, which they get quite nicely, good exit speed. And just want to keep that speed going for the end. 0.5 ahead of Crazy Kit Kat. So just no mistake here, and that's 10 points for Pseudo.
Yeah, very nice. Very much in control here, but not the fastest of winning times. Roughly 1 second away from the world record. Pseudo winning the round, going into the lead with that. And Aurus also getting 4 points, even though he has made that mistake, but it's still only 4 points between them. Pseudo jumping from last to first. Like, I hope this match will continue like this on the upcoming maps. It's just good to see.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if it could. Yeah, it's nice when you can just see a match where it feels like anyone can win any round.
Yeah, I hope that will continue, because Crazy Kit Kat's still in need of a round win. Then we have all 4 players who have won a round then eventually. Aurus, of course, winning round number 2. Pseudo winning the last round, and then Kaluki winning round number 1, but then getting last and last place. So that is not looking too well for them so far. Like, just thinking about the last 2 rounds, still like only 4 points away from first. But here we go, on to your favorite map. Time flies. Let's go into round number 1.
It's gonna be a great map to watch again, and you know, I'll be interested to see how Aurus does here for consistency, because I feel like once they start winning round after round, that's where the confidence lies. So just capitalize while you can, maybe on a map like this. But
yeah, definitely.
But Aurus with a really good exit speed there, actually. Clean turn. Should make it onto the wood nicely.
Yeah, no mistakes so far here, as you can see. Aurus very wide approach though. Getting a good setup for the drift with that, but Pseudo can only watch from behind. Crazy Kit Kat and Pseudo both with the same mistake here. And it's between Aurus and Kaluki for first position, but Aurus looking very much in control, and he will win the round. No, he does. I thought that he misses the ending here. 52-second time here as well. So a good way to start off things on Time Flies. A very nice map. World record is a 51.5 set 4 minutes ago from Zyron. So the world record has already been beaten, probably even in a match.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you remember when we were watching the qualification phase for this. Siren looked really fast, just couldn't quite get a run through to get themselves.
True, yeah.
So
that's quite bizarre now.
The world record.
But still cool to see that he now has the world record, because he was really struggling to just find a good line. I mean, I think that's a lot of, like, Zyron should really work on that, you know, finishing round after round after round and trying to be comfortable, because he will qualify if he just finishes every round and just gains consistency on that. But that's maybe a lesson learned for him. I hope so. But now look at this round. Aurus again is behind here in this one. It's a nice fight between Kaluki, Pseudo, and Crazy Kit Kat. Crazy Kit Kat a bit further behind, 0.3 of a second. But look at this fight for first between Pseudo and Kaluki. Who's pushing more? Kaluki wider, having a bit more speed. Is it enough in the end to overtake? The answer is a yes. 1,000 of a second. Kaluki is ahead in the end. And that was only due to the speed difference. Pseudo only has to settle for those 6 points here. It could have been much more, but 1,000 here. Wow.
Yeah, and we're already on to what, round 6, is it now? Yeah.
Yeah, round 6. Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 6 points, but sorry, 8 points between first and fourth. Like, this is looking like an immense battle, and I'm so interested to see how it can go with a round like this, where Carlucci actually getting really good speed, but ours is insane.
Goes for the maximum exit speed there, but it didn't work out. The block has ended, and he clips again just before a very speedy section here. So Carlucci bleeds a lot of time in this sector, and also Crazy Kit Kat very early there on the bug slide, having to settle for 4th position. And Oris with a free victory here can move up to 40 points. Suda is also quite happy about those 6 points here. Let's take a look onto the time. It's a 52.1, so we're getting a bit faster. Still 0.6 away from the world record, but good to see this time in a match. But a lot of mistakes have happened here. But Auris now in control here, up to 40 points.
Yeah, definitely. Auris is starting to maybe show the consistency we'd expect, but see how it goes as we move on to map 3 of the match.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes. Map 3 it is, and it is face offset by Carlucci. So again, Carlucci with his own map in here. Maybe it's a buff for him. But sometimes it's also a curse when you play your own map and you have expectations. Yeah, I've built this one. I know it by heart. I've practiced all of those parts in here. Let's just see how it unfolds for Carlucci, because the warm-up already looks quite strong from him.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's quite an important time in the match as well. If it can get a map which there could be a little bit dominant on potentially, could be a really nice time to maybe start to build an advantage if you can win these 3 rounds. But we'll see how it goes. As you said, as you alluded to, really, it's when it's your own map, you feel like you know the line, so people might change the line slightly, but you might not adapt as well because in your head you think you're right.
Yeah, you're stubborn about it then, right?
Yeah, and I'm not talking from experience with my own maps, honestly.
Surely not. Also, guys, the backwards turtle trial map is coming. It came out 1st of April, so why were you not there, guys?
Yeah, I know. The turnout was awful.
Yeah. We had 2 players, and that was Beamsy and I, so...
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It's still tragic that neither of us actually finished the map, but it was 17 hours long, to be fair, so I think we can be let off.
Yeah. Too bad seeing that, but now it's Auris with a good ending here. 56.78 is the winning time here on this particular map, as I again closed... Wait 1 second. I need to open the BTL maps again, and let's take a look onto the world record on face offset. It is a 56.025, so that was certainly a good time, and we see a no finish here in this round. I think it was, right?
Yeah. Kit Kat didn't quite finish, I don't think. So,
or Carlucci maybe. I don't know. Like, I think I just opened the dings. Maybe chat can tell us. Chat.
Yeah.
Who didn't finish?
I may have looked away for half a second to myself. So yeah.
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
I think it was Carlucci.
Carlucci. Yeah. Right. So it's not the worst round ever to fail to finish. I mean, you're still within reach of Auris, only 14 points behind now. So it's not the end of the world for them.
Since Carlucci also getting a good round, he can definitely bounce back, because Sudo's on last place. But now Auris with a mistake, allowing Sudo and Crazy Kit Kat to overtake. But let's take a look into the ending from Carlucci. It's looking clean. 56.4 is the winning time. So good to see that here from Carlucci. And well, with that, he makes it irrelevant that he didn't finish the previous round, because he moves up to 2nd.
Yeah, it's the perfect response to failing to finish the prior round.
Yeah, definitely. It's last round already.
Yeah, no, it's interesting when you're just watching when you're watching just 3 rounds on each map. It stops people from getting overly comfortable and setting away, and it's a nice way to distribute the points.
Yeah, and now it's Crazy Kit Kat's turn to maybe bounce back as well. 37 points for them so far, but very good line there, very much controlled. Battling it out with Aurus here for first position. Good line from both of them. Aurus almost bumping there on the outside, but getting an exceptional approach into the outside dirt here, extending his leads. And just look at the speed difference here. Crazy Kit Kat, I think, also has eaten the gear and is now half a second behind. So Aurus really much in control, can go up to... I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought I can make it through, but the sneeze just came.
It wasn't to
and
be.
There you go. Yeah, it wasn't to be, but it was to be for Aurus winning this round.
Yeah, I mean, massive round win, but we haven't seen Crazy Kit Kat get a round win yet. So I would like to see it before the match series. I think Crazy Kit Kat's capable. Well, you definitely need to with your prediction, but yeah, but no, it'd be nice to see them because they definitely have the pace to take a round.
And not too far away, like 6 points it is between second and last position. So it's a very, very close match. Everybody's still able to make it, even in first position. I mean, seed doesn't really play a huge role here because you play against seed 1 and 2 play in the same match anyway. So that's a bit of an advantage, but of course a disadvantage if you know that you play against Aurus again, who most likely will get that first position. But here we go. Race starting. We go into the next map. Map number 4 of the rotation. And Aurus is at 63 points. So it's looking good. But this map is particularly hard here. It's an already mistake here from Crazy Kit Kat.
Yeah. Yeah, and Aurus had a little touch of the wall as well there. So it's a good round for Carlucci and Pseudo, this. But potentially,
yeah, definitely.
if they can capitalise on the lead that they hold the second. But Aurus is gaining back a little bit.
Yeah, a lot actually in this sector. Catching up to Pseudo, taking second place. And there's still the gear to hold and the ending. And well, Carlucci Airlines here flying off the sausage block. And Aurus from third for a round that looked like unwinnable up to first position due to individual mistakes. Crazy Kit Kat 10 seconds behind. So Aurus really much in control here. Just being the play with the least amount of mistakes, but that's a trend on this map here. We have seen a lot of weak rounds on this because this map is just so hard to survive. And Aurus also failing here, so Pseudo actually overtakes in the end. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it shows the difficulty of this map because it's so precision heavy that there's so many places that you can just make run-ending mistakes. And yeah, I think this is the most difficult map in the map pack.
It is, yeah.
And it shows, that no one managed to get a clue from. I think that was Aurus with an immediate mistake there.
Yeah, and having to respawn to the start, so 5 seconds down he is, as you can see in the checkpoint there. So it's another huge round for the players in second, third, and fourth position. Pseudo with a very good line there, overtaking Crazy Kit Kat. Now having to lift off the accelerator in that no-break sector here. Looking good, but Pseudo dropping the gear, so he will lose a lot of time. And Carlucci now back into the lead. It's a back and forth between the players in the top 3. And Carlucci now not lifting off of the block here. And the Latvians are in first and second. It's a huge round, though, if Carlucci is going to win this one, because he will tie the score up to Pseudo if he stays on third place.
Oh,
never mind.
No. I think Carlucci went the wrong way there. Just forgot the route for a second. But
yeah,
it's gonna
look like that.
I think we might have a Crazy Kit Kat round weird. We do.
Very good. Very important for Crazy Kit Kat winning this round up to 56 points. That was huge because also Carlucci is dropping all the way down to last position here. So I think that's Crazy Kit Kat's first round win.
Yeah,
but you can see the difference there. Getting 6 points in multiple rounds, also 4 points, and hardly any 3-pointers. Of course, in a couple of rounds that does happen. But like that, only 9 points away from Pseudo, and Aurus also at 73 points, so not quite clear just yet. So this is a great match that we have here, Beamsy.
It really is. It's shaping up nicely. It's just one of those ones where people are just picking up points pretty consistently. And yeah. So I think Aurus still wins this, but people are making it close, and I think I might have just got the hiccups. So that's great.
Glad the stream doesn't have a hiccup. Yep. But well, here we go. I also asked that yesterday on the Overdrive channel. You know, if you got a hiccup in Germany, we have the saying that someone thinks about you.
Yes, my German
Are
friends
you
have told
aware
me
of that
this.
saying?
Only because I have German friends that have told me, yeah.
Yeah, like let's see if like Type 1 in chat, if you're aware of this one as well in your culture or maybe in your region, because in Germany that's the thing. And what is happening here in the ending? Kaluki throwing away the second place, allowing Crazy Kit Kat to also overtake as well as Pseudo. So Kaluki really dropping down the line, and the winner of the previous match is in last position that we have spectated, of course, and always up to 83 points. Now going into the last map of the rotation.
Yeah, and it's becoming very, very interesting, this, with Auris on 83, Pseudo 71, KitKat 60, and Carluki 59. Like, really, anyone could go through here still. I mean, Auris has that little bit of an advantage, but outside of that, everyone is just so close, really.
Yeah, I agree. Could be anyone's game here. As we go to iFendar's map, RPG themed with a lot of weird transitions that you need to control and need to just get a lot of speed in those sectors, especially in the ending. We have a very hard speed check to clear, but here we go. First rounds. And already the first transition is so important to get the speed out from, and Crazy Kit Kat already losing a lot of time, and also the gear hardly or able to make that jump, but just by a little bit there, just a little less speed, and they would have not made it. Already 1 second behind, really struggling here to find the right lines.
Yeah, I mean, it's on a little bit on the difficult side this map, to put it nicely, but yeah, you just gotta try and keep it somewhat clean when you're in a round like this. See how you can do it, and it looks like Auris is keeping it very clean, 0.5 ahead of Pseudo and Carluki. And
yeah, looking good for Auris here again.
Decent at exit speed, and now it's just try and get to the ending and don't mess the ending up, and that should be a round win.
It should be a round win.
But will they make the mistake? No. So there you go.
Pseudo does though.
Yeah.
And that's also a new world record, everybody. As you can see, Auris having a 59.7. The world record before him was a 59.8, and he's also the first one getting the author time on this particular map. If my memory serves me correct, it's not loaded on Trackmania.io yet.
I think that sounds right. I remember this map had quite a difficult all-time set by Marcelli, who hunted the map for about 6 hours. So I'm sure that was a great time.
It's a very good time there. It's not in there just yet. Not sure why, but yeah, first AT here.
Yeah, but you have to
I think more to come on this map though.
Yeah, you have to assume with Auris though that there's been a lot of offline cracking. So kind of wonder what their actual PB might be.
Yeah, maybe a 0.5 or a 0.6, who knows? Maybe we're gonna get more intel on that later on, but now Auris having a good line here in this part, but getting applied a lot of pressure from Kaluki. But if Auris wins this, he will be in finals, and look at the exit speed here from Auris in comparison to the others. I think Kaluki has also failed, so Pseudo going up into second place. But it's really his round to lose. Will it be another sub 1 minute time? A lot of speed there into the sector, and Auris winning it yet again with another back-to-back improvement here, 59.6. He's really defining the pace. He looks very strong on this particular map.
Yeah, it really does. That's just applying the pressure perfectly, really. And it's kind of amazing for them. They then also get to have the chance to go through. So, sorry, to get their finalists done and win the match on the same map, but slight mistake at the beginning. But they have so much pace that it wouldn't be surprising if they still go on to comfortably win this round.
Yeah, he's only 0.2 away from the others. And let's just take a look onto Auris here in this round, because look at that, how much closer he comes. Much better line in this sector here. And Auris in the conversation again. Very good exit there as well. Very much in control, and he's now in the battle for first position. Kaluki is also in there, but Auris with a beautiful quarter pipe jump there, going up into first position. Crazy Kit Kat falling behind. It's between Auris and Kaluki here for first place. Auris had this part very nicely beforehand. Pseudo is going way too inside, and look at the exit from both players here. Auris having it good, going over the penalty surface, but having a more direct line, and I think he could be through into the next match. And he just has to survive the ending, and he will be the first one through. And it's still a good time. 1 minute point 2. He has crashed the start, and Oris is through into the next round. Much deserved.
That is really impressive to just go, to be almost 0.4 behind at the very start, and then still just roll on through the map, get the win.
Yeah, he didn't lose the gear there at the start, so that was very important for Oris. So he is the one through, but now the Scarecrow's out, and we still played out for second place. Suda at 83 points, Kaluki and Crazy Kit Kat not too far behind either. It's a good match, though. Oh my god, it could be anyone going through.
Everyone is far behind Carluki in this round in question after a crash from Pseudo and Kit Kat.
Yeah, but it's the warm-up, so...
Oh god, yeah. I've done this.
You did it. You did it. He did do it. He casted the warm-up.
I'm gonna go and cry. Just pretend you didn't see anything.
He casted the warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. We got him.
You got me. You got me.
Yeah. But
I watched the crashes and my brain went into a mode of, oh, crash.
Yeah, sometimes with this, some overlays make it a bit harder to see if there's a warm-up or not. I think here it's sometimes you can miss out on it. It happened to all of us, right?
Yeah, I like that you got the excuse for me. I'll take it and use it. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still true anyway this round that Carluki has got a massive lead over Pseudo Kit Kat. So, maybe I was actually
the script in front of you.
Yeah, I accidentally looked down and read the script. I didn't see what was on my monitor, so it's all good.
Yeah, but most importantly also for Kaluki is that Pseudo will only move up to 89 points, even though he's 2 seconds behind. Crazy Kit Kat not able to finish, completely losing momentum and composure here. Finish time is 15 seconds, and they will not finish this round. Ooh, so it will be a 2-horse battle for second place by the looks of it between Pseudo and Kaluki. They are multiple points ahead of Crazy Kit Kat. And here we go into the next round. We will not have a finalist in the last round of this map. So we also gonna go to map number 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, the saving grace for Kit Kat, I say as they just clip slightly. We'll say if they were to have won this round, which they're gonna struggle with now, they're 0.6 behind. It would have still been doable because of the weirdness of being on 89 points and 84, so that could have been doable maybe, but yeah, this isn't looking like that conversation with them. 2 seconds behind on Carluki. Nothing for...
I think we're gonna see a double final situation if the positions stay like that, because Kaluki will be up to 94 and Pseudo up to 95 points. So, and then if they get first and second again, and whatever order, well, we're gonna have a double final situation coming into play. So this would be very good to see, but Pseudo not clipping there and overtaking Kaluki. Now Kaluki has to win the next round, so very important for Pseudo to get that 10-pointer, but of course he's 1 point away of reaching finalist mode. 1 position change in the earlier rounds and he would be there already. But like that, he has to finish 1 more round and has to deny the 10-pointer to Kaluki.
Yeah, definitely. But it's on those for Pseudo now. It's such an annoying amount of points to be on the 9. You just try not think about it, just go, okay, cool, I just need to win this round. Just ignore any other reality, just go, you need to win this.
Yeah, and Pseudo's already out. He's quite far behind, so it's Kaluki versus Crazy Kit Kat. Crazy Kit Kat looked so good on this first rotation. Couldn't get the first position quite done here just yet. And now Kaluki has a commanding lead here of 0.5 seconds. So it's really their round to lose. And we're going to have a double final situation here. You love to see it. And I mean, Crazy Kit Kat theoretically is not out on that one just yet, because they will also go up to 80 points. It doesn't matter if they get second or third position here. Still very good. So it's still like copium. 3 round wins. Yeah, and you also threw, right?
You can cope it for your prediction. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I can also just say, I just need Pseudo to win this round. So come on, Pseudo.
Yeah. So they're both in finalists here, and we go to, oh my god, we couldn't see a better map happening for that. Oh man. Time flies.
This
map is
And the map does feel very true. The fact that we've already reached this again, it only feels like seconds ago we were here. Time really does fly.
Yeah, it does. I agree. And here we go. One warm-up, and then we're live. Everybody's surviving the start in the warm-up. Hope that is not a bad omen.
Yeah.
I hope not. Oh, no.
We'll see. I mean, I think KitKat looked decent on this on the first rotation. I think it was the ending they were struggling with a little bit. So we'll see.
Kaluki looked good here, yeah.
Yeah, Kaluki looked good, yeah.
Crazy KitKat getting the best of starts here, as you can see. I mean, 2 round wins, and they would be in finals as well, but now clipping the wall there. Oh, this could be over very quickly, but Kaluki... Oh, what is happening?
Pseudo in third.
Yeah. Oh.
Weird line, slightly awkward line, but it works.
Yeah, also getting the gear there for Pseudo. He's 0.8 ahead. Okay, make it 0.6 because Kaluki had a more inside approach from the buck slide. Oh, but I think that should be it here, unless Pseudo fails the ending. But it's not the hardest ending to do if you aim it correctly. And he makes it. GG's to Pseudo. Going through into this 2-0 match alongside Aurus. Then Kaluki and Crazy KitKat down to the 1-1 match. But I think they can deal significant damage there. So it will be hard to beat them.
Yeah, it really will. But yeah, also credit to KitKat, Crazy KitKat, because you know they've only qualified yesterday, and then they've competed perfectly with everyone here. To be fair, they're just a couple of unfortunate rounds.
Just
really,
lost a bit of. Just lost a little bit of composure. As we have another match still ongoing, match 3 it is. It is Lucky Era and Horsemeat being in finalist. Bits at 99 points, Llama Lapas at 81. And Bits getting a good start. Of course, he's not in finalist just yet. But this is a great time to join into this match here, guys. This is the 0-1 match, of course. One of them. There's 2. One has already concluded. And let's take a look what will be happening here, because we could see a triple final situation into the next round.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, I personally would love to see Lucky Era get through. He's a really nice guy. You want Bitsy through, so I'd imagine so. This could go any old way. This match from here. Yeah,
it could definitely go like that, and also the finalists both in 3rd and 4th position here. So Bits in finalists, good luck to him. We have a triple final situation. 2 players will make it into the 1-1 match, and then maybe we'll play against the losers of the match that we've seen. One of them will be in their match. But this will be very important to survive.
2 round wins for Llama Lapas, and we have a quadruple finalist. We can pray, right?
Yeah, we can pray, because Horsemeat and Lucky Arrow both with mistakes, right? And it's only Bits left.
Yep, just to do community service now, and also make the mistakes that he likes to make. It sets us up nicely for the potential to happen at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Bits has been doing some mistakes in the past, in the match that we've seen beforehand.
Yeah.
But now he's quite far ahead. He's 0.5. He doesn't have to push against players like Kaluki or Dwinjo. Bits can rather save it, and also Llama Lapas going for a very aggressive X there, tries to snap into the nose stab, but it doesn't work. Doesn't even get the speed, so Bit just has to survive the ending, and from 99 points into finalist, he could be the first one going through from this particular match.
Ooh.
And it will be the case. It's through. It's through.
But it's definitely deserved, because you have to feel a little bit bad in the last match that with the way it went for him, just a few bad rounds here and there. So definitely nice to see him getting the win, putting himself into the 1-1 match.
Yeah, good to see that. And now we have 1 more round between Lucky Era and Horsemeat, or Llama Lapas wins this one. And then we have another triple final situation, probably on the next map, because this is the 3rd round that I'm witnessing here. And with the Bits winning rounds, then another Bits winning rounds. And we already see 1 finalist crashing, Horsemeat already out in it. And it's between Llama Lapas and Lucky Era. I think you're rooting for Lucky Era, because you already said that you talked to him yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, but you know, he's signed to my team, Team Tracheus, and he's a really nice guy. He plays a few RMCs with me every now and then, and I was chatting to him last night about this, and yeah, he's a cool guy. So, gotta pray for him.
Lava Lapas with a wonky line there. And I think your cheering works out wonders because Lucky Era is in the leads. Lama Lapas is getting overtaken there, not the best amount of speed, but still can come back with a good ending. It's still only 0.1 of a second between them, but Lucky Era with a very good drift there. Lama Lapas going for the attack, having good speed, but it's enough for Lucky Era to stay ahead. And Horsemeat and Lama Lapas down into the 0-2 match, but it was still a close one here.
Yeah, it definitely was, but no bias, but very happy with the result of that, the outcome there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's a great result, and that must have been a really competitive match because of how close the points were when we jumped into the match. So
yeah, I agree. This must have been a very nice match to follow, but more to come here because we have all matches being concluded now. This was the last match that was still up for grabs, and we're gonna be back in 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, about that.
For the third round.
Yeah, I'll pop us on a break, and we'll be back with you for round 3.
We're back, everybody. Welcome. After an extensive break, we now have figured out everything by the looks of it. Face Offset is the ban here in this particular match. We have a nice match coming up, though. It's the 2-0 match between Aurus, Fane, Pseudo, and Zyron. We have yet to see how Fane and Zyron have played in this particular competition. I'm very much looking forward to this. And I don't know who wins it here, really, Beamsy. It will be a very nice match again.
Yeah, it's one of those matches that you just look at on paper and go, it feels like anyone could do anything, really. Do I be mental and say that Aurus doesn't win?
No, I don't think so. I think Fane, like everybody has a good shot here, really.
Yeah.
And also, how did Pseudo get to this particular part of the map, actually?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good question.
that's a like I have questions here. That was a very nice parking spot, actually. But here we go. We are starting, and we start off things on Time Flies by Baogab as map number 1. And like also a bit of an outlook into day number 2, of course, because both or all players in here have won all matches so far. We are left with 4 players that are 2-0. This could be a potential grand final as well for tomorrow, right?
Really good. I mean, it's hard to not imagine Aurus being there. It's hard to not imagine Fane being there. It's hard to not imagine Zyron. And Pseudo's maybe the one that maybe makes it, maybe doesn't for me out of them, but the other 3, I
Maybe Kaluki, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe Kaluki then, yeah, because it was a very close match in here. But here we go. Already starting, guys, with this particular match. Like, the competition is just picking up the pace. The 2 winners here will be seed 1 and 2 for tomorrow. And it's a very important one to get the cross point limit is still 100. We have 5 maps in the rotation, and 1 has been banned. And let's take a look who's going to make it. It will be 1 Lithuanian, guaranteed making it. Question it, will it be Pseudo alongside the 1 person or another one? Maybe it will be the duo, Aurus and Zyron, as Zyron makes the first mistake. Fane and... Zyron made the first mistake, let's say Aurus, I don't know. Fane and Aurus and first, my god, like... words leaving my mouth here uncontrollably by the looks of it, but it is Fane winning here.
Yeah, I think that's my prediction, actually. Fane and Aurus is the top 2 to go through, whereas I'm guessing you'll go for Zyron.
I mean, I have to go for my boy Zyron, but, you know, momentum and all of that stuff. I don't know. He set a world record on this map, though, so that is something to consider. It was very fast. It was a 51.5, which is okay. It's only 37 thousandths faster than the time from Fane that he just set beforehand. So incredible time to start off things from Fane. I thought we actually in the other second, so it would be 50 seconds that you need for a good time. But Fane with an incredible start here by the looks of it. The gap beforehand was 0.2 of a second between first and second. And Fane with a beauty of a start here into this match, collecting 10 points. But now Zyron is coming back here alongside Aurus here. The 2 friends in first and second place. Fane with a good round here, crashing into it and goes into the dead end. So he will be completely out of the conversation. But who's getting that first position? Aurus with a good line, having a bit more speed than Zyron into the ending. Look at that. And I think it will be Aurus now winning this round. Beautiful line in there as well. And he will get it. Zyron unnecessarily risking there. But look at those times here. Zyron, can you stop trolling, please? You need to get top 2. Lock in. He just threw away 3 points like that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to not be having those issues as soon as the match has started, because it just could lead to a momentum sort of issue mentally. But it's fine. You're only 2 rounds in. Just lock it in now.
Yeah, but he says in chat, I resign. Why?
That's not good mentals.
Yeah. But look at the start. The start is great.
Yeah, and Fane with the early issue, so already 1.8 behind.
Or as they say here in Ireland, the start is grand. Yeah? They say it's grand. It's grand.
It is. It's all grand if you get it right.
Yeah, but it's just a saying that I haven't heard before. Maybe didn't notice, right? No, I've not.
I even
it's grand
every now and then.
Yeah, it's a nice. It goes like from the tongue very nicely. It's very cool.
It's a great phrase, but
It's a grand phrase.
It is a grand phrase, and that's a grand finish for Zyron there. Finally getting around.
Good to see that. Well, the round winning times are so strong. A 0.5, a 0.6, and now a 0.8. Wow, like crazy here. And Zyron now from 6 to 16 points, tied in points with Pseudo, but it's 3 points after map number 1. You love to see it. It's like, I hope, like I always say it after map number 1, because it can be deceiving. We have only seen 3 rounds, but I just hope that it will continue like that. Really, it's very cool to see so far.
Yeah, definitely. These are players that have the potential to really push maps. You know, how much they're going to risk at this point in the competition, I don't know, but the competition's tough, so I guess you do need to just push that little bit harder, right?
Yeah, you do, and the pressure helps the one or another player here. We've seen a new world record almost being set there if it just wasn't for the time from Zyron there. But I think we're going to see like records getting beaten here, left, right, and center, as we now go into trenches as our next map. A map that we have been focusing on, it was map number 3 in the qualification, and the world record is a 1 minute point 591 by Auris, who's also having a very good start here into this round. Fane bumping a little bit, as well as Pseudo, so they will have no speed, and also Zyron with a mistake here. So Auris with a quite comfortable lead of 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, definitely. But look at that though. Fane is gaining on Auris slightly worse there, but still only 0.3 behind. Fane definitely could catch up with Auris if Auris have any sort of issue on the next.
I think he's on a monstrous time.
I think he is.
Be a very fast time. Okay, Fane going for a bit more speed, very inside line, still holding the gear. Auris does it very nicely as well, but let's take a look into the time. Players were really struggling on this one. Let's see if it will be a sub 101 here from Auris. Lost a bit of time in the ending. And yeah, it's a 1 minute 0.5, and that is indeed a new world record on this particular map. He lost a bit of time in the end, but wow, like, will we just continue the trend of just seeing world record after world record? What a good time.
I mean, if that can happen, that'll be beautiful.
Would be great, yeah. Be very nice to see that, but Auris in control like that. I mean, we were expecting Auris to take it home in here in this match. I think Auris and Fane would be a nice, just a no-brainer prediction, because Fane looked so strong in the season as well. But now he struggles a little bit to find some points in this round here. And now it's between Zyron and Auris. Zyron definitely having to do some work here, because he's only at 19 points.
Yeah, it's not the greatest moment, but that's a little mistake there from Auris. So Zyron able to capitalise, move to 0.2 ahead of Auris. So definitely a winnable round now for him. Can just hold it here. I mean, this seems to be the sort of big bottleneck where you can lose a lot of time. Look at that speed there from Auris and the crash. But it should be another decent time. Obviously not going to be quite as fast, but should be a solid round winning time.
Yeah. 101.2, and Zyron just the glass cannon, you know, purchasing an AWP and without any Kevlar or any helmets here. Either getting 10 points, clutching the rounds, or just dying, you know, double doors. That's just how it goes right now for Zyron. It's not a good match for him so far. Of course, still living off of that 10 points that he has gotten on map number 1. But other than that, he's down the line, and Auris is very much in control. 39 points already here after the first 5 rounds. So very, very good for him. As we go into the last round on this map, Zyron already 1 second behind.
Yeah, it's not been the ideal start for Zyron, but long way to play for up until that 100 points. So plenty of time for a comeback, but Fane moving up into first.
A huge round for Fane here if he picks up the round win, because he would extend the lead to Pseudo. But Auris going for the attack, having good speed in this sector, coming dangerously close to Zyron, also with a mistake, dropping again to last position. But look at this line here from Auris. So much exit speed in this sector here, and also beautiful line over there, just squeezing out every possible kilometer per hour there, but doesn't get a good ending, bumping a little bit, and it is Fane almost overtaking there, Auris with a sloppy landing, but he is so much in control here. 49 points out of 60 possible for him. that is a beauty of a start for Oris.
Yeah, it's a great start so far. Fane's going to feel a bit unfortunate there. Round win there, and you're really be starting to gain on Auris a little bit. But starting to get a little bit dangerous for Pseudo and Siren, maybe. I mean, plenty of time to play, but starting to get a little bit dangerous.
It does, yeah. It does, but we're only on map number 3, so everything's still to be played for. Fane also not significantly moved away with points. The only one who really got a lot of points so far with 4 out of 6 rounds win is Oris here. And we go on to Fendar's map. Siren's still not out, but he needs to act quick, and he needs to like also maybe pray that Fane doesn't get a good map here, else it is looking dire. But also Oris, like, what a performance so far, 49 points, but we see a first mistake already happening. And of course, it is, I don't know why he DNFs. I have no clue what my guy's doing. Siren, lock the hell in. Like, he needs to work on his mental game. He's such a strong player, but he then just throws it away like that.
I have a feeling that we said the same last BTL. I have a feeling we had the exact same conversation about Siren. Just the mental bit of the game just getting to Siren. Because, you know, it was not over there with a mistake from Auris. Could have got up to 3rd, potentially. And, yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done sometimes, but...
It is.
Yeah. But DNFing, maybe to get into the groove again, could be a good thing to have, right? To just be like, okay, I got this. Or maybe he already mentally gave up, I don't know. Because he can completely dominate this match here as well. But Fane now with a winning time of 1 minute 0.9. So he's the one who's getting a conservative round win on this particular map, because the world record is a 59-second time by Oris. And Fane with that up to 46 points.
Yeah, and Fane is, you know, keeping it close here with Auris, only 9 points behind him. So he is looking impressive as well. But Pseudo and Siren's already 0.7 behind again. Just needs to make sure they finish this one.
Yeah. But then still 3 points would not be a lot for him to work with. Right, as he is dropping further down the level. We have a great fight for that first position here between Fane, Pseudo, and Oris. Very good approach from Oris there. Does not clip. Goes from 3rd to 1st within 1 quarter pipe jump. That is just exceptional work from Oris. As he's now getting a very good buck set there as well. I think someone slid out there. I think that was Fane who exited the right line there. And it will be Oris continuing where he stopped on map number 2 and going up to 65 points here if he survives the ending. And this looks good. Good speed as well. And he does so. Pseudo on 2nd. Fane does not finish here. He gets into the safe finish. And Siren again. It's either first, last, or DNF for him. He still has to find a 2nd or 3rd position.
And that's a decently important round there for Pseudo as well. You know, you're only getting 2 points on Fane, but it puts the pressure on a little bit. And that is going to be important in the long run for Pseudo.
It is, yeah, it is important for him, but 38 versus 50 points. That's a big gap already that is accumulating. And Siren again with a mistake. But he has Fane behind him, but no speed over this uphill. So Siren will probably get overtaken here very soon, but I don't see Fane. Okay, he's actually 0.4 away, but look at the fight here between Oris and Pseudo, but Oris just on another level in this round.
Yeah, it's very close. That 0.2 can all disappear if you get this if you don't get the exit speed right here. Which, I think they got it about the same, maybe marginally more speed to Pseudo, but not enough to make a difference.
Wow. What a line from Oris there as well.
The recovery.
Yeah, very nice. I think that could be a sub 1 minute time from Oris. Yeah, 59.8. Good to see that. So beating the AT, but of course he has set that 0.6 in the match from beforehand that we have seen. 75 points though. Like, what a good performance here. Only dropping 15 points so far. That is just a beauty.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Irish you expect to watch. Just dominant performance. Definitely.
But can they keep it up on our 4th map, which is Lemon Tree by Pecunia.
Also, can Pseudo end up back sitting at AFK in that location? That's that we saw them queuing when it was waiting on this map before the match started.
I still don't know.
I don't know. I can't work it out.
Still don't know how he got there. Let me actually see in Cam 7 because I think it's like somewhere around the start. I mean, you can get the reactor boost and then somewhat land there, but it's a very nice parking spot. It would be a good hide and seek spot if you use this map for hide and seek, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd
be very hard to get there.
Maybe we've leaked that strategy now, which might ruin people's chances in hide and seek. So apologies for that.
Yeah. Maybe it's a low input strat or an action key shenanigan at the side. Like, jokes aside, I don't know. But yeah, well, it's Pseudo not with a good start here. And the Lithuanians are in first, second, and thirds. And now Zyron is finally into play. He gets a good round here, but can he hold it together and get his first second place in this round or in this match?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable to overturn. That's unfortunate for Zyron there, going off. But
he's done.
Yeah. But that's important for Thane after having a few rounds there where they haven't finished second to get another second and hold on to that lead ahead of Pseudo. That 12-point lead.
Yeah, but also always 0.2 away from the world record here. Very good time crushing the PB from Thane, who drove a 53.111 2 hours ago. So maybe in a match. It's a good time there from Auris, all things considered. And let's move on into the next round. Like, Auris is just, he's the player to beat, and it will be hard to beat him in the final as well if he just continues to play like that. It's looking very, very good from him. But now crashing into the wall. So Thane and Zyron moving up ahead. And Thane with a great approach there as well. Zyron, the usual, down to last. It's not really his match, right?
No. Just, but mistake from Thane.
Okay, at least third position.
But no. Yeah. Feels like maybe Zyron woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. Just not
wrong dimension.
Yeah.
Oh well. But he gets 4 points instead of 3 or a DNF. So that's good, but to look like ours, it's just, he's just dominant. He's almost finalist. 11 rounds, 95 points. And now needs a second or first position. And then he will be in finalists on the last map. Like, this is such a good performance from ours here.
Yeah, he's got there ridiculously fast, but it shows what you expect from Auris, really, just dominance.
Yeah, also the start, just so good. Such a good starting sector. Like, it's not that he's capitalizing heavily on mistakes. Of course, there are some rounds where he is behind and then players do mistakes, but he also gets it so nicely here, also in this round. But now he's getting applied a lot of pressure from Zyron, who wants to make the comeback real. But he's at 38 points. It's not an unbearable, like, it's not an unclimbable gap, but if he just makes two more mistakes, too many mistakes, then it is. So it is always in finals, but this was a good round also from Zyron, finally surviving here.
It was, but you know, it's like I say, it's not impossible for Zyron, but it's a big climb. There's a lot of stairs ahead of him that he needs to walk up.
Yeah. Maybe even a mountain.
Some would say so.
Oh, with the Mount Everest.
I always imagine it more like a stairway to heaven, but instead it's the stairway to top 2.
Or the stairway to the 2-1 match.
Yes. Stairway 2-2-1.
Oh well. Stairway to having a good song though. Isn't that Led Zeppelin? No? Wait.
Yeah, it's Led Zeppelin, isn't it? I had to think for a second.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I think it's Led Zeppelin. Zeppelin.
Yes,
okay.
That's the one.
Sorry. But you're always at finalists. very good performance so far. Sudo and Fane at 57 and 67 points. And then Zyron at 44. But Aurus getting a very good start. And also it's the first time that we see Homik being played. I think it was banned in the other matches all along. So we haven't seen this map so far.
Yeah, it's nice to have another look at it again. First time I've seen it in a little while. Since the qualification phases. And it's a cool map, this one.
Yeah, having some ice lights in here.
Is the ending going to do it Aurus dirty again, or have they finally learned how to do it?
Yeah, looking good, but Fane has it great, and he denies. Very important 10-pointer here for Fane as well. Aurus still denying some points, but that is a huge round for Fane, moving so much away from Sudo, who's now up to 60. But look at that, 17 points between second and third. Very good round. And Aurus still on finalist, but he couldn't close it out here just yet. After a very dominant performance on the previous maps, he only gets second place. And we see Zyron, well, another mistake at the start. He's on that one, and now it's between Sudo, Fane, and Aurus to take the round win.
Yeah, it really is, and I feel like it would be nice for Aurus if they can get the job done on this map. Ooh. That's an interesting line.
Interesting. Yeah, very risky inside line there from Aurus.
It'd feel nice to see them get a win on this map after how it went for them in the qualification phase all those weeks ago, where they looked so dominant and then just totally forgot how to do the ending.
Yeah, true. Like, Aurus looked so good on this map, and then at the end he just released, I think, a bit too much. But now he can close it out on his nemesis, and that looks good. Very good line there in the ending, and he takes it home. Aurus wins it. Very good performance. And the inside line, very nice.
Yeah, that was very interesting. That was a really interesting line to see. But what a dominant performance by Aurus there. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, very nice. And let's see how this inside line also pans out. Sadly, we have only seen it once now. But this is definitely something to look out for tomorrow. Just too bad that this map was banned randomly in the first couple of matches, right?
Yeah, it's a nice map. It's a little bit different to the others, I'd say. It's with just by having a bit of ice, it gives it a bit of flavour.
Yeah, and you know, people really like
people
ice.
Love ice.
Yeah, ice is the best surface, guys. I mean, I do like it as well, but I just think they should have. It's a boomer take, but the very first ice was the most fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Like then the second and third update came, and I don't know, like it didn't click for me. It's probably also one reason is probably from that is that I didn't play it a lot then after it got patched. Yeah. It is what it is. Zyron winning a round though, that is huge for him.
But let's not ignore how much that they murdered bobsleigh, because they really did.
yeah, bobsleigh is just
now it is
a plain surface now.
Yeah.
Just like, well, nothing happens there.
Genuine.
I think it was a good thing to have those kind of mechanics in the game, no? Like the ice wiggle, okay, might be a bit overkill, but just having to hold an angle at a bobsleigh, of course, if you play with keyboard, it's a bit meh, but still, like, it feels so... Like, bobsleigh maps were a lot of fun to play beforehand.
Yeah, they really were, yeah. It was what I was most interested in when I started playing was bobsleigh, and then they ruined it.
Really mad.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. Genuine. But that's irrelevant to the main conversation that Fane potentially only 2 rounds away from getting finalists now.
Yeah, but also Zyron with a spark of hope there after winning this round. Maybe he has finally found the undo tilt button on his keyboards, because he now gets a great start. I would not be surprised here, Beamsy, if you would see a full comeback from Zyron happening. I would not be surprised. Maybe he's just the biggest troll in this competition.
It would be it'd be lovely to witness, and you know, that would be a good troll. Just like, how long can I extend this map for? Let me see how long I can get them last, and then still qualify second.
Yeah, look at this run here as well, having to release a little bit. But, it all comes down to the ending now.
And Fane
but
crashed.
Fane with a respawn there? Wow.
Yeah, full crash trying to overtake. Had far more speed than Zyron, but big run for Zyron.
And also good time here, 0.2 away from the world records. Huge round for Zyron, because Fane is now at 89 points as well. He cannot reach finalist mode just yet. I think it will be a close match if Zyron just continues to play like that.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely. It's difficult. Like you could see there with Fane that he realised he needed to push. That led to him crashing. It's just putting, as much as anything, it's putting the pressure on that that you should have been putting on all match, and not able to do this round.
Yeah, Zyron falling into old habits again, sadly. And also, what a start from Fane here. Wow, so much speed there from that interesting mechanic with Fragile and the sand surface. But he has a very good start, but also Pseudo fighting back. The gear very important to get, and Fane with a beautiful bug side there as well. This is so much controlled. This could be a good time. This is another sub 52 here, maybe even faster from Fane. Let's take a look what the stopwatch is going to say in the end. But most importantly, Fane will go up to 99 points, and it's another 0.7. So Pseudo on second. Zyron, well, only 4 points in this round, but he still finishes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Zyron threw away like 10 points in this match here already, but I mean, if someone can make it out of this whole deep hole, it's Zyron, but he needs to act quick.
Yeah, I mean, Pseudo here is in a really good position actually, because if they come second, they're only one round away from finalists themselves. If Fane doesn't, and that's a little mistake from Fane and Zyron. So it's just Pseudo. So this could be put them in a really nice position as well.
Yeah, 94 points then after this round, as Fane also just saves it here. Slides out a little bit, but it's 2 seconds behind. So it will be Fane still in finals. He just has to finish. But Pseudo up to 94 points as well. So only 6 points in need afterwards to activate finalist mode. So that is very good to see.
It is.
And yeah, good luck to Fane then, of course.
Yeah, and it has turned into a bit more of a match since Auris qualified in a way for the way points are going. I'm very curious to see if Fane can get the job done as we go to the next match.
Yeah, a very important round now, because he really needs to make it quick, else we're gonna see a double final situation. The unthinkable could still happen. Zyron winning 3 rounds. Good, but on this map, oh my god, again, finalist, decisive map here again.
This feels like a Pseudo map to me. I think I fancy Pseudo.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It could be. Maybe it's Zyron's map, who knows?
Who knows?
Deep in the trenches, yeah. Fane is not deep in the trenches, but Zyron is. 79 points as well, 80 points would be huge for him. But he's not quite there yet. But here we go, first round, Fane and finalist. Can he close it out here? Already very important to just survive the start. Pseudo going a bit conservative there, but look at the start from Zyron here. Finding himself in the lead ahead of Fane. Pseudo coming back with a nice line here as well, but he's still quarter of a second behind. Zyron going so far up, they're getting a very smooth transition, but Fane with a bit more speed into this part. No break, don't touch the wall. Zyron looking good, but hesitating a bit, so Fane coming back. It's a very nice round here that we have, Beamsy, but Fane still needing to do some work. He's 700s away, but Zyron bumping there.
And now, Fane just needs to keep it together. Just try and get through here cleanly, and you can get yourself through in second place. It's just this next section that we're about to hit now, where people seem to like to make mistakes on the plastic sausage, but we'll see if he makes it through cleanly with decent speed, which he will. 0.2 ahead of Zyron. It's not over. 0.6 now, actually. And that should be Zyron getting second place.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because Fane wins it here, and he will be going through into the next day. So Auris and Fane are first 2 players who make it into the top 8. Pseudo and Zyron down into the 2-1 matches. Zyron, there's a lot of things he needs to work on. Pseudo playing an okay match as well. was so close of reaching finals modes, just losing the control there in the end. But very deserved here from Oris and Fane going through. And let's take a look if there's another match still ongoing. Yes, there is.
Nah, it's just ended as we've joined.
Oh, Kaluki and Dwinjo won against Bits and another player. On my screen, Beamsy got third.
Ah, let's go. Yeah,
Let's go. You're the next.
Yeah.
The next match.
It's just a shame you didn't. It's just a shame you didn't do as well as me there, Turbo. But it was a good fight. It was a.
Yeah, it was. It was. But yeah, I think that was it then for the third round. We still have 2 more rounds being played out, and they will be with 6 players. So a lot more content coming up, a lot more carnage, and we're going to see who's going to make it, because in the next match there will be 3 direct qualifications, and then there will be 3 more after that. So we're going to talk to you after a small break. I'm going to hydrate and eat something, just a small snack. So we will be right back.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes unless it gets delayed. Well, we're back for the 2-1 match, round 4 of the day. Round 4 out of 5, almost done with the day now, getting close. But we've got Pseudo, Zyron, Carlucci, Divino, Capsar, and Crazy Cat for this match. It's going to be good. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling full now. I feel back having energy. I was hungry, but I've been eating. Used the break nicely, but I hope the players also used the break nicely here because from this match, 3 players will go through. We have a 6-man or whatever match in this way. And also different point repartition coming into play here with 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1 points. It will be quite interesting to see who's going to make it. I mean, Zyron we have seen in the previous match. We have seen Pseudo playing already, Kaluki as well, Crazy Kit Kat as well, Kapsa, Dwinjo as well. So the only player that we haven't really seen so far is really Kapsa, no?
Yeah, I think that's the only one we haven't seen so far. So that'll be interesting to see what they're about. They won their last group with Crazy Kit Kat, Eva, and Lucky Aaron there. They came first in that 1-1 match, so obviously have something about them.
Yeah, and I mean, it is also Bits who's down in the match that is being played right now, I guess. So Bits. Also Yeva. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeva won against Lucky Era in the very first match. And Yeva got first and then got third in her match. And then completely lost it here and then in her match. So that is very unfortunate to see for Yeva that she was not really getting things across.
It is, and we haven't seen her play yet today either, which is very sad because big fan of her last season. And during qualification, she's only played a few of the qualification phase, I think, but has looked very fast when I've seen her playing.
6th seed as well, so that is definitely something to consider. But let's focus on this match here. It's a different format. Point limit is still 100, so the match will take a bit longer unless 2 or 3 players walking away. But we play up until 3 winners. So unless someone is very consistent, it will be over not that quickly. But look how many mistakes have happened here in this free will sector. Only Kaluki and Pseudo, for me, the 2 favorites of getting into the top 3 are in the lead, and then we have Zyron in here as well. So I think the top 3 for me is quite clear. Maybe Dwinjo could be another player to look out for. He got second, ahead of Bits, of course, in his match. Got 13th seat. But maybe he's a player to look out for as well. But I don't know how much practice he put into it because he was behind Yeva in the 1-0 match. And Yeva now is in the 1-2 match. So I don't know. But for me, the top 3 looked very much set already. What do you think?
I think that it's going to be Carlucci, Pseudo, and Divino. I can't back Zyron just because of the potential of mistakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just feels...
That's fair, though.
Yeah, it feels too hard of a call to go for based on that. Not because of pace, because on pace, Zyron would be there, right up there.
Yeah, but look at the run now. I mean, Pseudo again and ahead. Kaluki has made that mistake, so it opens the door for Dwinjo to come somewhat back. But I think also the points are not correct here, if I see it. So at admin, it should be 10-7, 5.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it? And not,
should.
But I'm not sure if we just continue to play like that now. Maybe we do, but then the match takes a bit longer because there's 2 less points in the rounds. But I think it's just what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll want to change it midway through. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Or is it us? No. We will see what happens.
I'm pretty certain the point system was meant to change for this match, but it's fine, isn't it?
I mean, first position is worth a lot then. And then second and third are okay, of course. But especially getting 4 instead of 5 points is a huge, like it's a lot that you're gonna leave up for grabs there. And then 7 or 6 points, okay, well, I can live with that. Still 6 points is fine. But the others are still then in close proximity if they just get 4 or 3 points. 2 and 1 points you definitely don't want to be in. Certainly, you fall behind quite a bit. Caps are already only at 2 points. But it looks like Kaluki is going to win this round here. So we have different round winners, all things considered. Pseudo will get second, Crazy Kick Out on third, Zyron with 3 points. Plenty of rounds still to be played.
I'm not sure if the stream's actually working. Hold on.
Let me see.
No,
Yeah, the stream is live, I think.
We're okay. We're okay. I
Yeah.
thought the stream
Hello,
had gone
guys.
down for a second. But yeah, we're all
Yeah,
good.
great stream. Thank you. Thank you, Glory. Thank you very much, Glory TM. Thanks for your glorious statement. We really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the stream, everybody. And we are back. Also, at Machelli, I'm not sure if the point repartition is correct here on this particular match, because it should be 10-7-5, but it's 10-6-4 points. Not sure if we're going to go for a restart or if we just keep it like that now. But so, this is, of course, not on par with the rulebook. But it might be too late already, or we just restart the whole thing.
What? Just start today all over the whole thing again. Start.
Yeah, the whole first day, we're gonna restart it.
Could even restart the qualification phases, actually.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna play all 6, oh, actually 7 of them. We can finally play a backwards turtle trial map.
Yeah. It's happening, guys. It's happening.
It is happening. Kaluki with another 10-pointer, Pseudo, and then Crazy Kit Kat on thirds. And Siren, well, not sure what he's doing. Doesn't want the point here. Doesn't finish.
No, but it's fine. And the cat is just... my cat decides... It's gonna be okay. Assume that we should be back on the stream. Apologies about that.
Hello. It was the cat's fault, not Crazy Kit Kat,
Oh,
but
that's a good snipe by Zyron.
Beamsy's cat. What happened? Can you maybe further elaborate?
Well, it seemed like suspicious timing because the cat just massively decided that now was the time to jump at my head to try and sit on it. So
On your head?
Yeah, the cat likes to sit on my head. So yeah,
That's the most cat thing that I've heard today.
yeah. So that was bad timing, and I'm hoping that's why the internet decided to just have an issue. But we
Yeah, you had us correlating with the internet.
Yeah. I am the internet. Hello, guys.
I am the internet. Oh my. Why was that so funny? Like, oh man. He is the internet, Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the next round here.
My imagination. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah. And if the cat tries to jump on your head, well, it just dies.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad I still had internet. Maybe it still travels to me
It's impressive.
at the speed of sound, not at the speed of light.
It's at the speed of meow. But yeah, Carluki here, point two ahead, trying to get a clean finish, which he should do.
Yeah, dude, Zyron, focus. Dude, I hate Zyron sometimes. Really. Sorry to say it out that much, but can my guys just stop trolling?
Hopefully.
You of course got the finish, but stop trolling, Zyron. I know that you're safe, but stop messing with me. I want him to go through.
Yeah, I mean,
He needs to go to Dagestan and forget.
this is what I said the risk with Zyron was just if he just keeps making little mistakes here and there. But currently sitting in third place, so that's okay. Just needs to lock it in.
He maybe just doesn't take it that seriously this match, which could be his demise, though, because the others are trying.
And it is still tough competition.
Yeah, it is. And also here, I want to see if someone goes for the inside line here, or if it's only Oris who went for that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anyone's seen that and gone, oh yeah, I'll do that.
Maybe for day 2, though, I think players can adapt that, but I think that short term, it will be hard to be doing this.
Short
right?
amount of time to implement it, but you never know. People might feel a bit crazy. Kit Kat. but they don't.
Yeah, they do not. But it's a good round here. Only Kaluki has been falling behind. Zyron now in the lead. So you love to see that. Good line here. Of course, if I say I hate Zyron, it's only because of the fact that he rage baits us with his playing style. It has to be a rage bait at this point.
It could be. It could well be. But I don't know.
We never know.
And that's a Divino mistake there. Clear in the path for Pseudo.
Yeah, him winning the rounds. Dwinjo getting from first to last here. Zyron with 2 points. Kaluki, Crazy Kicker, and Kaspar in there. But Kaluki really moving away as well as Pseudo. You can really see 10 points are huge in this particular format. And it really seems like Kapsa is not really getting any points here. 15 points so far. That's sometimes points that players get within 2 rounds.
Yeah, but it's a difficult group to be in, isn't it? It really is. But like, you know, mental bounce back. Just try and play your game, try and be consistent, and maybe you'll start gaining some points.
Yeah, maybe that's the case, but also then you have to beat 5 players, and from 5 players surviving a round, it's very likely that 3 or 4 will do that. There will not be 6 crashes, right? So that's the main problem. So you cannot really set yourself up for good points here, like especially not 10 or 6 points if you just rely on mistakes from the others, right? So that's the problem. But now Zyron with a good line here will win this round with a 55.8. Dwinjo on second, Kaluki third. And that is a huge first position for Zyron, coming closer to Pseudo as well, who only got 1 point in this round.
Yeah, it's massive. It's absolutely massive to just start applying that pressure a little bit, and maybe as much as anything with Zyron, just try and get your mentals into a good place. Having a 17-point lead over fifth, so you're only 13 points over fourth is what I was trying to say. I don't know why I went for fifth.
I thought you were saying Bits for a second, that Bits is in this match, but he plays the other match so far.
To talk about fifth, but hey.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, Zyron really picking up the pace here. Very good approach also here. Can he hold it together? I think he's even on a good time. This could be like a 55.6 if I see it correctly. But now Kapsa on seconds. That could be good points for Kapsa here if they do survive. Kaluki in the leads. Oh, good approach. Almost touching the inside. Kapsa getting overtaken there by an exceptional ending from Pseudo. So you really love and hate to see that from Kapsa's side. But Pseudo then again getting 6 points here, up to 50 points. But it's still anyone's game. I mean, one good map can really turn the table. It's all that it takes.
Yeah, genuinely, it could change at any moment. A match like this, it's, Kaluki has a quote unquote nicely, but that's only 15 points over Pseudo. That's it. Potentially 2 rounds, and you're near enough caught back up there for first. So nothing is written in stone yet. This match.
Yeah, it's not looking that good for the Estonian here, as he's on 6th place. But Kaluki, I mean, looking good, but I'm a bit worried about Dwinjo. Let's take a look onto him in this round, because he's at 29 points, and doesn't really have the most promising day one so far. I mean, he's still in the 2-1 match, right? It's still not looking too bad. But I think it will be hard to beat the other players from the 1-2 match that are getting merged. So the losers of this match will play against the winners of the other matches still ongoing. And maybe we can take a look who's actually in this match, which will be Bits, Pizza, Eva, Lucky Error, Horsemeat, and Lama Lapas. And 3 of them will go through into a last decisive match of the day. And they will play against the losers of this particular match. Right now, it doesn't look to be that the loser is Siren, Kaluki, or Pseudo because they're quite far ahead. I mean, there's a big gap as well. Everybody in the bottom 3 still at 20-something points. But Siren, with a mistake, touching the inside, allowing Pseudo to overtake, going up to 60 points here. Siren still with a good ending, but only getting 2nd place here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the danger for Siren, isn't it? Just the tendency to have a little mistake. Like, that round win could have been absolutely massive, and the 6 points is still good. It's still positive, but it's the real danger.
Yeah, it is. It is a real danger here if Siren makes some more mistakes like that. But the others are just not getting any points here. Like, still, Dwinjo is now at 30 points. Crazy Kick at 28. Kapsa 25. That is not a lot to work with, because the others are already coming closer to the finalist vote here, which you activate at 100 points. Kaluki with a great start here to the 2nd round. Look at the Latvians here swarming out into 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position. This could be the ace for the country, but Dwinjo not with a good line there. So this Kapsa closing in, playing some good rounds, but needs to just get them through.
Yeah, genuinely, it's like Capstar seems to be starting to gain some points, which is good for them. But this is another potentially massive round for Kaluki. 0.4, and they crashed. But now it's potentially a massive round for Capstar, up in 3rd place. Possible to get in on KitKat and Davino. Should be overtaking Crazy KitKat at least, and Davino.
Oh,
but not.
Oh my! This is. Dude, that's a huge round for everybody in the bottom 3. Dwinjo dropping from 1st to 3rd, but they're closing the gap quite significantly. Kaluki, Pseudo, and Siren with 6 points in total in this round. Like, this puts the group closer together. So that was cool to see. Very rare occasion. Kaluki at 70 points, Pseudo at 62. And then it is Siren at 50, halfway mark. But we still have a lot of rounds to be played here.
We do, and you know, there have been a few mistakes there, but it shows the potential pace that Capsar, KitKat, and it's probably especially Davino do have to apply that little bit of pressure on the front 3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is very important for them to just keep this kind of pace up, but it's only, I mean, Capsar playing a very good map here, really. I mean, also the round beforehand on Homik did not look too bad for him. But here he really probably gets another 4 points, maybe 6, because Siren decides to go somewhere again. And it's Kaluki and Dwinjo ahead of Kapsa. So Dwinjo really coming back and applying some pressure to Siren. So to be honest, he's not safe just yet. Oh, Dwinjo almost getting overtaken there. This was close. But Kaluki winning the rounds here with a 101.30. What is the world record? I think it was a 1 minute time, no?
Was it a 0.5? A
0.5 from Oris, yeah. 0.5 from Oris.
But yeah, that map has really switched up the feeling of the match quite a bit as we move on to Time Flies.
Yeah, the time really flies. But it feels like in this match, not that much, because no one is really getting a lot of points here. If you're finishing in the bottom 3, this match is quite something, and we still play it out for 3 winners, right? So it's a marathon match, and we have another one coming up. I really like those, but I think as a player they also feel quite long. So what I would do if I were to host this competition, I would put the point limit to 80 in this particular match, but maybe that's just me thinking that this would be a good idea. I don't know.
But I think we're not on the right point rep anyway, so maybe we'd feel a bit different if the point rep was that 10.75 that it was meant to be.
I mean, it's two more points, right? So it would be 0.3 points on average per person per round. So that means if we play 10 rounds, everybody would have 3 more points, give or take.
Okay.
I mean, is it a lot? I mean, it's definitely like in 20 rounds, 6 points. That's something, but it's maybe 1 or 2 more rounds to do.
Yeah.
But it would make it like maybe for the second place, it would definitely make a difference because Zyron, I mean, has gotten some poor runs and now driving a 0.6 here. Yeah, like I don't know. I think it could make a difference for the second place or third, fourth place battle here, but not for the bottom positions.
Yeah. But even so, healthy lead here for Carlucci, 19 points ahead of second place. That just keep playing your game, get yourself to 100 points, and they'll have. If it carries on like this, they'll have a couple of rounds to get themselves finalists. So looking very good here for Carlucci, but Zyron really seems to be waking up now.
Yeah, he does. But every time I think when we say that or when this happens, Zyron he cannot really get 2 consecutive runs through, right? He gets first position and then drops into the dips again, fails 3 or 4 rounds in a row. And now, I mean, it's looking good, right? He looks to win another round. Bucks very wide approach though, but still making it across. Pseudo and Kapsa both getting it nicely as well. A very competitive round here. Only one person has made a mistake. It's Crazy Kit Kat who's behind. And Zyron with a good ending line as well. Is he risking it a lot? The answer is no. He just saves it. And Zyron wins the rounds. Up to 71. Pseudo and Dwinja with good points here as well. But Carlucci is too far ahead though. Already. He's at 89 points though.
Yeah, definitely the right decision there for Zyron, because there's always going to be that bit of your brain that wants to push it, but just don't. You need these points at this point just to put that pressure on. Only 2 points behind Pseudo, I think, like you say, but yeah, it's looking interesting. Big gap now between third and fourth.
Also important for the seed now, because we already know first and second seed. Seed 3 will then go into the match with seed 2 as well, and seed 4, which will be second in this match, and seed 3 is first in this match. It will be interesting, right? Because you want to avoid certain combinations, and the better seed you have, the easier it will be eventually, right? Yeah. And if you get the third seed, you play against 2 players from, or like no, one additional player from this match who we have already beaten. So that's very important.
Yeah, definitely agree. And another round win for Zyron.
Yeah, wow, Zyron really picking up the pieces here, finding the groove. Kapsa with a DNF doesn't finish the round. Carlucci up to 95 points as well, but what a good performance from Zyron on this map, up to 81 points. And look at the gap between third and fourth. It's huge.
It really is. I guess it makes sense as well in a way with the way the point rep is set up, that you'd have a gap like that, I guess. But still, it's going to be tough now for Davigno, Kit Kat, or Capsar to make up those points to get themselves into the top 3. That's a big climb needed with not much time left.
But having an outlook there for the next match that comes up, I think it will be very exciting to see that, really. It will be very exciting to see the 2-2 match, because it should be the most evenly distributed match.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a great match where we have like 4 or maybe 5, 6 people even trying to fight it out for the last 2 remaining spots for day 2.
Yeah, definitely. It should be a real interesting one, because people are going to be switching positions with where they finish, and yeah, it's going to be good. It'll be good. Carlucci potentially a round away from finals. Not this round, but because they're currently in 6th. But round after this, they should be getting themselves finalists.
Yeah, they should. They should do that. And yeah, this is definitely not a good round for them. They needed second place. Dwinja now winning the round, so up to 58 points. Very much control. The only player who didn't make a mistake, Pseudo, getting second. Crazy Kit Kat on third. Zyron also some points in this round. Kapsa and Kaluki fifth and sixth. Kaluki only with 1 point, but that's important because now we need only third position in the next round to activate finalist.
Yeah, so it's hard to imagine Kaluki won't get themselves finalist here. Can't see Kaluki having 2 bad rounds in a row, personally. But
then he still needs to close it out. He still needs to close it out against 5 other players.
Oh yeah.
So this will be scary though.
Oh yeah.
I think this match could still be. We're at least gonna have like 7 or 8 more rounds in this match. It feels like maybe 6.
Yeah, 6 probably would agree. But Kaluki's doing the work here, but hopefully that doesn't take the momentum out of them for the next round where they'll have finalists if they end up winning this one. We're watching.
Yeah, just denying some points then as well to the others, right?
Yeah, genuine, definitely. Which is very important because Zyron will be moving up to 88 points there, so Pseudo on 89, which you don't want to be on, so that's quite a good point.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah. Quite good.
89 is not good. 88 for... Yeah, very, very good. And let's see, can he close it out? Will he be the third person qualifying to day number 2? First finalist attempt. Last round on this map here as well, so... And already not a good start from Dwinjo and Crazy Kit Kat, so 2 opponents already out. Pseudo fighting back. Again, he was, I think, on 99 points in one of the matches beforehand as well. But good line there from Kaluki. Pseudo, however, pushing it. And I think Kaluki lost control. Going for the no slide here. That is a good line here. Going so inside. Wow, look at the speed here from Kaluki in this sector.
Yeah, insane speed to hold. Good outside dirt as well. Which should extend that gap to at least 0.2. Yeah, 0.3.
Yeah, I think it's just about surviving, but everybody else made a mistake, so it's Kaluki, even though he has slightly brushed the wall, still staying ahead. I mean, it didn't even cost him 0.3, so I think he would have even stayed ahead, but Kaluki is through. GG's to him.
Yeah, big GG. That's very well played by
well
Kaluki to also to make it through with a little touch of the wall.
Yeah, great, and oh my god. Zyron now at 89 points.
Yeah.
So we still have 2 more spots up for grabs here in this match. We're gonna go to the next map, which is iFendar's map, the RPG map. Here we go. It could be over here, even though it's quite unlikely that this is going to happen. For that, we need Pseudo to win twice. Zyron needs to get second twice. And then has to win the other round. So I think we're gonna go to the next map after that as well.
Most likely, yeah.
So let's see. Okay, Zyron saying, okay, time to log in.
Oh, I'm ready to see the lock in.
Yeah. Watch him crash the first turn.
Yep, watch him.
3, 2, 1.
Almost.
Almost.
Not praying for anyone's downfall, right?
I tried, okay, I tried. But Kapsa with a very good start here. Well, as Crazy Kit Kat, but Zyron is really trying to push it here. Pseudo with the first position, he would be fine as Zyron would be up to 99 points. The face slap, of course, would happen there, but he is about to win this round by the looks of it. And can activate finalist mode easily if he just wins, or if he just finishes the next round, right? He doesn't need to win. If he wins, he will just deny points.
Yeah, and this looks like a most likely comfortable round win, provided no issues at the ending for Zyron. And yeah, it's just clean. So 99 points, but that's still good with for them, with Pseudo in 4th if they finish, which I assume they will.
Oh no.
Oh, it's close actually.
3, 2. Okay, making it exciting. Okay, Pseudo finished.
Yeah. So both players potentially a round away from finalists.
Yeah, Pseudo needs second place though. Zyron just has to finish And then Dwinjo is at 68 points. So that is a tough number to be at when the others are so close of reaching finals mode, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I think this match will be over very soon.
Yeah, it's probably a maximum of about 4 more rounds, maybe. 4?
Yeah, maybe. Maximum, yeah. Maybe 3. If Zyron is getting finals as well as Pseudo. I cannot really see a world where they're not closing it out in their first attempt. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, what a line from Pseudo here. Wow.
If Pseudo can get first, that's great for denying points to the rest of the pack.
Yeah, what a great ending there from Pseudo. Activating finals mode as well. So good to see that. Zyron also in finals, getting second place there. So good luck. Let's see who gets seat number 4. So I think we have one more round on this map, don't we? Yeah, we do. We do have one more round here. And Zyron really tries to push here. Let's go both sub 1 minute here. Let's see if they can make it happen. Would be cool to see that. Double final situation, Pseudo versus Zyron. Zyron with a great start. Just look at the speed that he gets out from the get-go. Very, very nice. Very wide approach. Holds the gear there as well. Pseudo is a bit further behind, but coming back with good speed here as well. Bumping a little bit. Wide approach here into the dirt. It's a very close round between all 5 players here, though, but Zyron's still in the lead. But Dwinjo is also pushing it. This is looking very nice here. Zyron going over the penalty surface, but getting a good jump. But he clips and he's out, and Pseudo will go into second place. Dwinjo can't deny, though, so we could not see a winner in this round if Dwinjo keeps it together. Pseudo also with a very awkward transition. Dwinjo clipping. Will he have the speed for the jump? He goes wide, but it's enough. Pseudo, however, had no speed to work with, but now a better approach in this sector. Where's Dwinjo going? And Pseudo overtakes, and Pseudo will take seat number 4 here if he survives the ending, and the answer is a yes. What a hectic round that was.
Yep, that was a bit all over the place. But isn't that beautiful? Because that's what this map deserves. A bit of chaos.
Yeah, well, bit of chaos here. You love to see it.
You do.
And we have one more position to be determined in this match, but we're gonna see that on our maybe final map. But Dwinjo can also make a comeback here. But look at just how close it is between 4th, 5th, and 6th. No one is really getting like any significant points.
Yeah, genuinely only 7 points between the 3 players. Capsar, Crazy Kit Kat, both on 64, Davinio 71. And it'll be a bit of a mountain to climb to beat Zyron now, I think, for Davinio, but it's never over.
Yeah. It's never over, and the race is starting here. Maybe it's the last round of Zyron and of this match that he has to win. We already see an early mistake happening. Was Dwinjo falling behind, so the strongest opponents when it comes to sheer pace, even though Kapsa and Crazy Kit Kat had some great runs as well, but Zyron with a mistake. So we're probably gonna see another round here, unless everybody just slides here on the ice and is just completely messing it up, but it doesn't look to be the case.
Kit Kat here potentially gonna get a round win. Have you seen them win one round this round, I think?
I think so.
But yeah.
What is Zyron? What is Zyron doing? Zyron is out on this round.
But this could be an interesting...
He went for a bug slide. Yeah, I doubt that this is gonna be happening. But I would love to see it, but I doubt that this will be.
4 round wins in a row for Capsar or Crazy Kit Kat. Capsar in this game.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Surely this is going to be happening.
Definitely.
Also, nice snipe then the ending from Kapsa.
Yeah.
Getting that first position. Zyron stalling a bit. But here we go. He's still in finalist. The others are now surpassing 70 points. And Zyron can close it out now. If he just wins. Surely he's gonna make it now. It's easy, right? Just don't crash.
Just don't crash. Don't lose speed. Just play the game right.
It looks like a good start from Zyron.
And decent exit speed from the ice.
Yeah, he's 0.3 ahead.
Yeah, so that established a nice lead.
Oh, but he
Slight touch
crashes, so... Still in the lead, though.
Yeah, but let's Kit Kat have the potential to overtake here. With a bit of iron as well.
Oh, now the ice
down.
slides.
Oh, that's a good setup from Zyron.
Oh,
that's a good setup.
Wow, what?
Yeah.
Wow, what an ice slide there from Zyron in the end. Closing it out. GG's getting third position. Heat number 5. So he's through. Zyron makes it. Crazy Kit Kat, Dwincho, and Kapsa in the 2-2 match. But who's gonna join them? Let's see if the other match has concluded already or not. It has. Okay. But the scores are not locked in thus far.
Yeah, so it's not been updated there. What's happened?
Nope. Maybe can we see it in the ranking or somewhere? It would be cool to just see results, right? Anyway, then we're gonna be back after a small break then.
Yep, so the next one's scheduled to start in 5 minutes, but I imagine that'll get pushed back a little bit. So I'll set a timer for 10 minutes and we'll see what happens. But we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we're back for the 2-2 match. We have Davino, Capsar, Crazy Cat, Bitsy, Aiva, who we haven't seen play yet today, and Lucky Error. How are you feeling about this one, Turbo?
It would be a great match, though. I think now the whole playing field is like merged together in a very evenly distributed skill level. So I think it will be very exciting, and also I think also the point limit should be quite important here. Not sure if it's now 10-7, 5 points, or 10-6-4 still. We're gonna find it out, but we're gonna start here very soon with a match. Only 3 players going through, the other 3 are eliminated. So it's very important, probably the most exciting match of the day when it comes to elimination and just how close stakes are, because only 8 players will qualify to day 2. I cannot really say who's gonna make it, right? Because we have Dwinjo, Kapsa, and Crazy Cat dropping out. Dwinjo, I mean, all of them did not look too bad, but then you have to play against Bits, Yeva, and Lucky Error as well. Bits winning this match, Yeva. I probably have to go with 2 from the lower bracket, like Bits, Yeva, and then Dwinjo going through, but it's very hard to really pinpoint 3 players down here.
I think I actually agree with you. I think Aiva goes through, I think Bitsy goes through, and I love to see Lucky Error get through, but I just can't quite see it happening, so I'll go to Vinyo, but no, Joe, to be different to you, I'll go for Lucky Error, but I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, Lucky Error got 3rd position in his match, was the last person to qualify to this one. So that is quite something to consider here. But it all really depends on who's getting a good start. And also here, I think mistakes will be more likely to happen. So just survive those rounds and you set yourself up for a top 3 position, I would say. As we already see the gaps quite large. Bits in the lead though, getting a great start here. And it is only Kapsa who did not make a significant mistake so far. So it's looking good for them to collect some points. But the question is, what will the point repetition be? Because it's, as I said, it's 0.33 average points that players do get additionally. But those do really matter if you play 20 rounds. That is almost 7 points that you get additionally. And that could mean like a finalist situation or not, right?
Yeah, it really could. And let's find out now. Same points.
It's, again, still the same points. Okay. I'm not sure if that is intentionally or not, but here we are. Bits wins the round. Kapsa on 2nd, Dwinjo 3rd, Yeva on 4th, Crazy Kit Kat on 5th, and your prediction on last place. So you really want to avoid getting 1 or 2 points. 3 points is also not too bad for you. Like, yeah, okay. But then 6 and 10 is really what you want to get in those rounds. But it can only be 2 out of those 6 players, so it's a bit gutting, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's difficult to work that top 2 out, which is why I've just said top 3, because it's easier to just think who's going to be near the top, but it's like you've nailed it on the head with what you said there. It's going to be a really close match, this, on paper.
Yeah, but Dwinjo now with a great start. After only getting 4 points in the previous rounds, he's now leading, and that's what I was expecting. Like, look at this outside line there from Dwinjo as well. So you love to see that. Very, very nicely done there. As it is Yeva now behind in 2nd position. So she got 3 points in the previous round, but this one looks much better. Kapsa completely losing control there. Is he getting overtaken? Will it be enough for 3rd? The answer is no. Bits is sniping that one away, but look how many mistakes do happen here. Again, top 2 if you don't make a mistake.
Yeah, it's maybe you just want to safe it a little bit more than you would normally, maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah, I think it is. Because collecting consistent points, 6 points in those rounds are huge, really. Yeah. But it's easier said than done on competitive maps. They're always like harder to drive. It's deceiving how hard they really are, because you're like, yeah, you just survive that turn, but then you don't know. Yeah, it's also a speed check, right? You also should not lose the gear or bump anywhere, and then you already lose a lot of time. But this is a good start from the players here, as you have Crazy Kit Kat with a very tight approach there, but still gets away with it. Yeva and Lucky Error chasing him down, and it is Dwinjo with a mistake down to last place, as well as Bits. So this leaves up a lot of points for the players who have not gotten significant points so far, but Yeva could also move up to 1st position with that.
It does, and we haven't got to see Aiva play yet today, and it's nice to finally get to see her play him, because She has a cool play style.
Yeah, I agree. Very aggressive, very fast. Yeah, mostly also very consistent. And Yeva wins the round, and with that, up to first position, 19, 16, and then 15 points for the top three here after map number 1. So still a long way to go. Point of it is 100 points. And let's go to map number 2, which is Homik, the ice slide map. I don't think that anyone is going for the risky ice slide here.
No, I think that's something that we'll see tomorrow, but could Davigno maybe feel confident to try it out with anyone, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Dwinjo's the only player who could really make it. Too bad we don't see it in the warm-up here. It just ended just before the ice slide. But here we go. First round number 4 of this particular match. And already the first mistake comes into play. It's from Bits. And another wall has been brushed. I think that was Lucky Era. Yeah, Lucky Era with a small mistake there. But not too much to worry about. Yeah.
But yeah, let's just see what Davigno does. Nah, see.
Oh.
Plays little mistake there from Ava. And I think Lucky Era is well clipped on the, maybe it's him.
Yeah, Dwinjo is a very good ice player though.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it was Kuzi back in the day, but I think Dwinjo was also not very bad on ice, if my memory serves me correct. So he makes it work out very nicely. And we'll move up to 25 points with that round win. Lucky Era on second will also double his points. Up to 12 points he goes. That is very much controlled. Dwinjo does it very nicely. 56.2 is the winning time. And we have Bits on third, Kapsa, Crazy Kit Kat, and then Yeva struggling to find a clean run here. Only 1 point in this round.
Yeah. I feel like Ave is one of those players that won't really stress about having a bad round. It's just like, cool, yeah, let's rock on with it. It's all good.
Yeah, but still finishing. Like unlike Zyron, who then maybe I don't want to trash talk Zyron too much, and I think Zyron also said in chat, "Oh, I hope the casters didn't trash talk me again." That usually makes me sad. But you know why we do that? Because we have expectations on you. We have expectations of you, like you have what it takes to win this event, right? And then seeing you completely throwing it away in those matches is making us sad. Yeah. So that's just how it is.
It's a little bit of motivational bullying by Turbo.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna coach you, Siren. You gotta be a tier 1 player next year. No, jokes aside, I think it's very hard to get on the top, especially if you have to play against Carl Jr. and Pack and those players. Yeah. Like a lot of work has to go in there, and you need to find an org that needs to support you, that you can do that full time, and
but with
that is just
coaching,
very hard to do.
It'll be easy.
Yeah, it's only 99 euros per day. Yeah?
Good value.
Good value. Nah, all good. It's like, he's still young, you know, and just having fun at the game. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, let's go into the round. Bit still leading, 30 points, with Dwinjo, who's at 31. Then it's quite close for third position, though. 19 points for Kapsa, 22 for Yeva, and then Lucky Arrow and Crazy Kit Kat falling a bit behind. But everybody's getting some points, though, so that is good to see.
Yeah, and you saw from the start there, Crazy Kit Kat had a very good start, so it can compete. You know, we may not have backed Crazy Kit Kat or Capsar, either of us, but they both have got the potential if they can live up to what they can do.
Yeah, definitely. And right now they're just doing that. I mean, Crazy Kit Kat on second place. But Bits getting a good line there. I thought that he would lose some more speed, but having a very good approach there. Now the ice slide coming into play. But look what a close round we have here, BMZ. It's only 0.5 between them. And what an ending there from Crazy Kit Kat, staying ahead. Yeva and Dwinjo on third and fourth. And Bits with a very important 10 pointer here, up to 40 points. So Bits very much in control here. And with that, he's 40% through of reaching finalists.
Yeah, it's... Out of anyone here, I think Davigno is probably the one that you'd maybe expect to look dominant, and they do to an extent. But like Bitsy is doing better than I would have than I would have expected, I think, just because they sometimes look a little bit shaky.
Yeah, especially the start of the day. Bits looked not that strong, right? We were like, oh yeah, he can bounce back into the top 8, but then it would be maybe a bit closer. But I think it really feels like he got into the groove of things, so that is very nicely to see. But let's go to the next map. We go into Face Offset as map number 3. And the match is slowly but surely approaching, or like exiting the early game, and we go into the mid game where players slowly but surely coming closer to the finalist mode. But still there's players with like 14 points, so still a lot up for grabs for them. But look at the start for Bits again. He looks very good on this opening round here as well, so let's see if he can hold it together.
Yeah, he really does. He looks like something's just mentally clicked for the mind game of it, but with a player of Bitsy's experience, it's to be expected, I guess. Just not what we saw earlier today.
Yeah, definitely. But now he's locking in, but there's still the ending left to be cleared here. Yeva's not too far behind. Kapsa as well, close proximity here to Bits, who still finds himself in the lead with a great line there. But then there's still the ending left to be cleared. It's not that easy to do, you know, you need to control your car. Bits does it nicely. Yeva misses the ending though. Gets overtaken by Crazy Kit Kat, Dwinjo, and also Kapsa. So Yeva, instead of getting 6 points, she only gets 2. That is not good because Crazy Kit Kat comes so much closer to her with that as well.
Yeah, genuinely. And could Crazy Kit Kat upset the top 2 at some point? They're starting to really come into the match, to be fair. Anything's possible.
Definitely. But what is hard here is for Bits to lose that lead in the next couple of rounds, because he gets a nice start again, having to readjust a little bit. I'm not sure if he brushed the inside wall, but looked very much controlled. And he's still in the lead. But look at the fight here as well, Beamsy. It's so close between all of those players.
It is less than 3/10 between everyone. It is a close pack. And it's a difficult map to do consistently, this one as well, because you just need to keep your gears perfectly, and the ending's obviously going to be the real moment where we find out who survives.
Yeah, definitely. The ending has been really the make it or break it section for the players, but Dwinjo really making up some room here, finding himself in the lead. Bits on second though. Good line from him. Dwinjo getting a good exit, but losing a bit of time, so Bits going into the lead and wins another round. Lucky error also, lucky ending there for him, getting 4 points. Kapsa with a huge round as well, up to 30 points. Yeva only with 3 points here, so she is bleeding some points again. And look how close it is. 31, 30, and 29 points between 3, 4, and 5. And that's what I was expecting. Bits really dominating. 21 points ahead of Dwinjo.
Yeah, it feels like, you know, when you see a player rolling back the years to their glory.
Yeah, it is. Bits played the Trackmania Grand League, right? People forget that. Like the beta season, he has played that one. For the Baltics, and I mean, in general, also, I hosted a competition. He got top 4 in there as well. He made it into the grand final, and definitely, I mean, he was not that active afterwards, but he's a very strong player, and he really shows that what Unk has got in his tank, because he's gonna win another round here.
We definitely can't be using that word, Turbo.
The Unk word?
Yeah, but that's
why?
It's like for the Zoomers, you know, the 14-year-olds of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
They're the ones out here shouting "unk" at people online, isn't it? And
yeah, we also unks. True.
It's scary, man. It's scary, but that's fine.
Turning 30 soon, guys. Or I'm 28, so not even close, right?
Yeah,
not even close.
I'm 27 still, so we're okay. We're okay. Which is good.
We okay, guys. Yeah. We okay. Like next year, it's a different story. What do you mean, Beamsy? Especially, he's younger than me.
Rosie likes to roast me, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Good banter. Good banter. So Rosie is a Zoomer then, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I used to be a Zoomer as well. You as well, playing Call of Duty.
Yep, those are the days.
Doing doing some trick shots. And Rosie wasn't even born then.
Yeah, genuinely true. Oh, that's and we have someone that wasn't alive during the glory days of COD yapping. Ugh, tragic.
Yeah, tragic.
But that is not the conversation or topic for right now. It's how good this round is looking. The top 5 all got less than 2 tenths between them. Well, top 4 less than 2 tenths now. But
yeah, but now top... Okay, well, never mind. I thought that Eva was on 4th position. Oh, but Dwinger with a mistake there. But Bits really gaining control here. I mean, only got 2 points in the previous round, but now he's in the lead. But now this part here coming into play. Not that easy to do. Kapsa going very wide, having a lot of exit speed. But Bits with a more direct approach, still staying ahead. Important to not catch airtime there, but Kapsa with a great approach there. Coming closer, can maybe win this round. Would be huge for them. But look how close it is. Dwinger with a mistake. Yeva also with a mistake. Everything falling apart, and Kapsa wins the round. 600s ahead of Bits.
Yeah, it feels like maybe Kapsa's starting to wake up into the match a little bit. They've had a few good second places.
That was a really important round for Kapsa, really. Because Dwinger didn't finish Kapsa up to 2nd place. Wow, definitely something that I didn't expect to happen. But, well, I mean, collecting a lot of points in those rounds. Bits, of course, still in control, but Dwinger and also especially Eva really losing out on a lot of points in this last couple of rounds.
Yeah, they really are. And after this map, I'm going to have to try and get the cat off the top of the wardrobe because it's going to start crying for me to get it off because it's decided to jump up there.
You can do it now. I don't know what cats are sometimes doing, but I'm just going to take care of this round here.
Thank you.
I got you covered. And it is Dwinger now with a great start here. He really needs those points, as well as Yeva, who's on 2nd place. Dwinger with a good quarter pipe jump here. Looking good. Bits on 3rd position. Lakera 4th. Crazy KitKat on 5th. And then the man of the minute, Kapsa, so far behind and doesn't clear that jump. I think that will be a DNF for Kapsa. But the most important question is who's going to win this round here. Is it Dwinger or Eva? Looking, it will be Dwinger, who has fumbled that transition in the past already, but now makes it across and wins this round, jumping very safely into it. 1:02 is also an okay winning time.
Yeah.
Eva getting 2nd, Bits on 3rd, Lucky Era, and then Crazy KitKat will also be able to finish. But Kapsa, after those, like, a lot of mistakes happening there, with no points, so dropping all the way back to 3rd position. Just a small visit there to the top 2, and then he's out of it again.
Yeah, genuinely. And it was what I saw of it was a great run for Divino. But no, Rosu, to answer the question, it's a black cat, and it decides to jump on my wardrobe, then gets scared when it's up there, and cries at me for me to get it off it, almost as soon as it's jumped on top of the wardrobe. Why it continues to do it, but that's another question.
I don't know. Why cats are like. It's incredible.
Yeah, I know.
Cats are really interesting.
I know. I had to get the cat out of a tree a few weeks ago, so that was fun.
How high was the tree? How tall was the tree?
I'd say about 10 feet, whatever that works out as in meters. I can't think off the top of my head.
Like 3... Wait, is it 3 meters maybe? No, wait, yeah. 10 feet? No, that's 2 meters. Never mind.
2
wait.
meters, yeah.
2 meters,
that
yeah.
Sounds about right.
Like a bit more.
Yeah.
A bit more. I think 7 feet is... Wait, no, 7 feet is like 2 meter 10, so that's 3 meters, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was fun to try and talk a cat down a tree. But it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I was having a brain like there, guys. So 10 feet is... Yeah, but who cares about this system? Yeah. About the feet system?
Oh, it's weird for me, because, like, you know, I can understand meters for some things and centimeters for some things, but then when I'm like, oh, it'll be about 10 feet, I cannot calculate it in my brain what that would be.
Even though you only have to add a 0 to 1 feet or 1 foot.
Yeah, it's just
like one foot is 30 centimeters, like maybe a bit more. I think like 30.5 or something.
Yeah, and you know, I understand centimeters, I understand meters, but if my brain decided to go for feet in the first place, I can't then convert it.
But you guys in the UK are so weird.
Yeah, we just use all of it.
With your, yeah, you use all of it, and I don't understand that.
sometimes we
Trying
wanna,
to be the special snowflake.
Yep, sometimes we want to talk about a yard, and we'll see who can go the full mile, the full yard here. Trying to tie Imperial into Trapmania doesn't work, but
Yeah, but I see the effort. I
Yeah.
see the effort.
but looks
Anyway,
Anyway, back onto the topic of Dervinho getting beautiful speed and off the map.
Oh. Yeah, unlucky.
Yep. But puts Aiva leading the pack here.
Yeah, this will be an important round for Aiva after getting so many like poor finishes, quote unquote, of what we were expecting. Oh, and what an ending from Bits there, sniping Crazy Kit Kat. 52.2 is the winning time. Aiva up to 58 points, but this match is far from being over. Bits up to 80 points though, almost or very close of reaching that finest mode.
Yeah, potentially only 2 round wins away.
And I think if someone can do it in this lobby, it's Bits, who's looking very strong though. He is looking locked in. And he has been putting good practice into the maps, doesn't fail it here miserably, but now here he makes a mistake, jumping a bit too early into there. That's unfortunate because he will not make that jump here cleanly and having to respawn. And that is a very long respawn from Bits. He's very far behind, but now this is the shot here for Kapsa to get some good points. He's at 58 points. Look how close it is. It's 4 points between 2nd and 4th position. And then Crazy Kit Kat is not too far behind either, so they can really have a saying. But Kapsa holding on to that 1st position. Very good approach, but it is Aiva going into the lead.
Yeah, more speed going into the finish. They shouldn't need to risk too much. 0.2 ahead. And that's a good finish. I had a second where I thought they'd hit the tree before they went in.
Yeah, sometimes it's looking a bit weird, but the trees,
it's behind.
like he will still make it.
Yeah.
He'll still make it like that. Interesting placement though. Like in general, the whole ending is so unique.
It really is.
I really like it.
It's because it's a really scary looking finish, but it just kind of works, and I like it.
Yeah, and you can risk a lot by just slightly clipping there. Cannot directly jump. But yeah,
you can safe it quite a
nice
bit
one.
to still make the risky as well, which I do really appreciate with that.
Yeah, it's very nice. I agree.
But yeah,
Oh, good.
Bitsy possibly now looking to get that round win that they're looking for to get themselves within a round, but they lost speed.
Oh, everybody falling off. Kapsa now in the lead.
Yeah, and this
Very
is
important
potentially
here to
massive.
stay alive.
Yeah, them and Aiva both pretty similar points here. Aiva 68, Capsar 64 coming into this finish. This could make a massive difference to 2nd place.
Oh, but Kapsa getting a slowdown. Oh no, I think that was a wrong landing there of him just going a bit too far on the outside there, and I think he just got I'm not sure if it was a bug, but the landing for me, it just looked he's going to get a slowdown.
Yeah,
I don't know. Very unfortunate.
It was.
Not sure if it was a slowdown or like just a wrong landing. I don't know. But Kapsa didn't make it there, and that was a very important round for him to get because Aiva got the 10 points instead.
Yeah, and that is an absolutely massive round for Aiva there. Just to get yourself that 10-point lead over 3rd place. That's a cozy position to be in, as long as you don't now start throwing away points to Kapsa. Or Crazy Kit Kat. Or Davinia. Or Lucky Error. Anyone really, just don't throw away points.
Just don't do that, indeed. And also the average points that you get per round here is like 4.33. So the match takes very long due to the just having 2 and 1 points in this match as well. So we are far from being done with this match, because it could be that Bits doesn't reach finalist mode here if it continues like that on this particular map, because he needs to get 1st and 2nd at least, then he's at 99 and then having to finish 1 more round. I mean, 1st and 1st would also be enough, right? But like the players are really picking up the pace here on Lemon Tree, and we see Dwinjo and Crazy Kit Kat with a great line there, but Bits is coming back. I think Crazy Kit Kat made a small mistake, but Bits as well, Kapsa as well. So many mistakes are happening here.
Yeah, genuinely, and this is a very clean run by Davinia. This should be a really nice time as they did the finish.
Oh, and Dieva overtakes Bits there. Very important as well. Dieva who came significantly closer to Bits there, who really struggled in those last couple of rounds. And yeah, here we go into the next one. Dwinger up to 68 points, Kapsa at 69, then 84 and 87, but also Crazy Kit Kat is not too far behind. This will be a nail biter. It's going to be so good.
It's stayed very competitive, this match, as you expected, and I did, but you called it. It should be a close match because on paper the playing field is very level. But yeah, I feel like Davinia will be a little bit disappointed at the minute to be so far behind Bitsy and Aiva. But situations like that do not help.
Yeah, they definitely do not help. That is for sure here. As it is Bits now who can move up to 97 points. Yeva can also get a lot of points in this round, going up to 90 points. Getting good speed though, coming closer to Bits, but Bits should have this one locked in. Going very tight there. Yeva will have a bit more exit speed, but also having to oversteer there. So it's not enough. Bits in first, Lucky Arrow third, Dwinger fourth, Kapsa, and then Crazy Kit Kat with 1 point here in this round. But still a very evenly distributed match here. It's good to see that everybody's just getting points left, right, and center. Yeah,
genuinely. It's getting spicy, but Bitsy almost guaranteed to get finalist this round. Either possibly finalist if they were to win the round. So we could be on course for a double finalist situation.
Hopefully. It would be great to see, especially for that third position. It would be the last remaining spot left. And if Bits and Dieva are out of this match, well, it also means that the others are just getting those 10, 6, 4, and 3 points. And they're so far into this match that all is really about who can pick up the pace on a map that maybe comes up there as well. So it could even be Crazy Kit Kat doing very well on the map where Bits and Dieva are not playing anymore on. But right now, it's very important for Yeva to survive. Bits up to third position. Crazy Kit Kat with a mistake. Bits from like fifth to second place within just a couple of turns. And we're going to have a double final situation here in the next round because Yeva is going to survive this round here with a 53.3 as well. Good comeback from Yeva because it didn't look that well for her just in the middle part of the match.
Yeah, genuinely, she really came into herself there on that run just to get that finalist in. She's had a really, really strong second half to the match, I'd say.
Again, I was lagging a bit.
Aiva's had a very strong second half to the match, I was just saying. She's really started to put
she did.
on.
Yeah, my internet is also acting up a little bit here, but just small hiccups every now and then. So don't mind that as we now go to Homik. Map number 1 again, I think it was, or map number 2. But here we go. We have 2 finalists and then 3 players who are quite close to each other. 11 points between 3rd and 5th position. Let's see what the Bits and Yeva can do. Can either of them close it out here? As Bits getting a great start, Yeva a bit further behind, opting for a wider approach, but it doesn't work out for her. And we see Bits with a mistake there as well. So it looks like we're gonna see another round after that with 6 players, unless Yeva gets a very nice sector here. She goes up to 2nd place by the looks of it, but a Crazy Kick out with a good line there as well. Dwinger still ahead. The outside dirt line, very important to get the good exit here and our entry into that. And it's Crazy Kit Kat with a mistake. So it's Dwinger now who picks up the pieces, and he's the only player who didn't make a significant mistake. And also Bits is in here as well. Like, what a good comeback, but also shows that everybody has made that mistake. Dwinger just having to survive the ice slide, and we have another shot for him. Oh, but that was very risky. He almost clipped, but Dwinger gets it together.
Yeah, and that's important to get that round win now. It was 2 finalists. Just start to put that pressure on, potentially 2 rounds away from getting finalists themselves.
Yeah, it is. And now we have another round where neither of those players have closed it out. So it's very important now to just deny the momentum there from Dwinger, who looks very strong on this map, though.
Yeah, and I think last rotation round looked really strong as well. So it could be a blessing of timing. to get this map to pop up. But
It could definitely be, yeah.
Eva and Bitsy are both there in the front two actually now, with Davino also battling for that top 2 spot.
Oh, but now Bits has a good line here, and everybody else has just made a small mistake there. So that is very unfortunate to see. So it is Bits now, half a second ahead. It's really his round to lose, and he also has a finalist behind him. But Bits, just a very strong showing here in this match. You love to see it, and I hope that he can keep this up for day number 2 as well, because if he survives this ice slides, he will be our 6th player qualifying to day 2, and Bits does exactly that. GG's to him, well deserved after a great performance in this particular match.
Yeah, fantastic performance by Bitsy, especially that first half, absolutely dominant. Like, it's been a really, really strong performance by Bitsy throughout.
Yeah, and with that, he's through. We have 5 more players left in this match. And Ieva is still in finalists, so this could leave us with one last position that is up for grabs. But for that, Ieva has to close it out. And Dwinjo and also Kapsa are not so far away. I mean, 88 and 80 points. Ieva needs to close it out in the next 2 rounds. She's getting a great eyesight here. Good exit there, but look who has it great. It's Kapsa, who could go up to 90 points. And this would be very scary for Ieva, because she could still not make it to day 2, but Kapsa crashing on the outside there, so Ieva goes into the lead. But also Dwinjo coming back here, who could also need some points in this round and could go up to 98 points, would be still short of 2 points of reaching finalist mode, but Ieva only having 1 more ISA left to be cleared. And this then was a great second half for her, and this looks great. And we have our 7th and penultimate player here qualifying, and there's only 1 more spot left between Dwinjo, Lucky Arrow, Crazy Kit Kat, and Kapsa, and the other 3 will be out.
Yeah, and with Ieva there, they just, you know, they did what they did last time, which is why I really enjoyed their playstyle. They just sort of came into the match and started to show what they're all about, and once they were on that, they found the rhythm of the match. They were just an unstoppable force, really, to get themselves up there and get second.
Yeah, definitely. And what a great performance there, to say the least. But we have 1 more spot here, guys, which will be maybe decided on this particular map. Dwinjo only 2nd place away of reaching finalist mode. Kapsa so close of reaching 90 points as well, but it wasn't meant to be. And the race is starting. Dwinjo looking like the favorite, and that wasn't that also my prediction going into this match, that Bits, Ieva, and Dwinjo will make it? I think so, right?
It was, and it would have been my prediction if it wasn't. I didn't want to do the same as you. So that was my pick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but Crazy Kid, I mean, Lucky Arrow is sadly not playing a role here.
No, but Kapsa possibly could catch Davino here. You know, could also get themselves the finalist with a round win or 2. Which they're on course to do, but looks like a slightly better line maybe from Davino there to hold a bit more speed.
Yeah, looking good for Dwinjo here to get into finals mode and denying some points to Kapsa. Kapsa needs that 1st position to go up to 93 points. This will be very important. Dwinjo with an incredibly risky line there. There's still the ending left to be cleared here on this particular map, and Dwinjo does it very nicely, squeezing himself through those turns.
But we
and it's only 1 more jump. Now he makes it. Good job. 56.6. Kapsa also with a great time, but he is 2 rounds away of reaching finalists. So Dwinjo, good luck to him. It could be the last round of the day.
Yeah, it could be. And, you know, Kapsa on that annoying 89 points, like you say, needs 2 more to get finalist. Then you'd need another 1 to actually win. So that feels like a big ask for Davino not to win a round in that time.
And let's see if this happens or not, because Dwinjo is now only 1 round away of reaching finalist mode. Of winning, not finalist mode. What the hell am I talking about? Well, it's been a long day. But Crazy Kit Kat with an incredibly risky line there, going into the lead. Dwinger not too far behind, and his ending last time looked very good here, Beamsy. And also here, he's really pushing it. Dwinger wants to close it out in this round here. Oh, and that was a bumpy sector from both Kapsa and Crazy Kit Kat. Dwinger with a great line. Will it be enough? Good approach there as well. And Dwinger goes into the lead here after a weaker start. He was 0.2 behind, but now he finds himself 0.1 ahead. Crazy Kit Kat not slowing down, having to release though in this turn. And Dwinger only one jump away, and he will be the last player to qualify. Will it be enough? The answer is a yes. And Dwinger is through, knocking out Crazy Kit Kat, Kapsa, and Lucky Arrow. But what a great match that was.
That was absolutely fantastic. And, you know, that shows the ability of the other players as well. So there's never any disrespect to them, because, like, Kapsa just pushed him all the way there for third place. You know, what a match that was.
Yeah, and also the pause there. The game for Crazy Kit Kat has crashed by the looks of it, so no pause there. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, but at the end, I mean, I would have loved to see an upset, but I think like getting those players in first, second, and third is also, it's okay like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though it's a bit yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
no pause.
That's probably that'll line up nicely for tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll have the that'll be good competition for tomorrow. Auris, Fane, Carlucci, Davino, Aiva, Bitsy. It's going to be good.
Yeah, I agree. It will be a lot of fun to see that, them playing it out. So let's take a look actually, like what kind of seeds. So Auris did make it, Fane did make it, Pseudo, Kaluki, Bits made it, Yeva did make it, Pizza didn't make it, Zyron made it, and Dwinjo made it. So the only person from the top 8 who didn't make it is Pizza from the seeds.
And, you know, on seeding, you could say maybe that's a bit of an upset, but they kind of overperformed at what they probably expected to do, and I think Pizza's had a great performance, so just need to be positive with that.
But still a great performance from all the players along here. I really have to say that. GG's to Lucky Arrow, Horsemeat, Lama Lapas, who also got eliminated in the match beforehand. And then also Kapsa, Crazy Cat, Lucky Arrow, as well as Kielim, who also played, got eliminated in the 0-2 match against Horsemeat and Lama Lapas. But GG's, pats them back to everybody. It's always hard to play those kind of comps, but showing up and playing them just makes you better and better. And so with that, I think day 1 is coming to a close. So thank you everybody for watching. We will be back tomorrow with the playoffs, which will be played in a double elimination bracket, top 8. So there will be 2 semifinals, then upper final, lower semi, lower final, and grand final. I'm very much looking forward to that. But I also have to go now because there's the overdrive casting happening in 7 minutes.
Ooh, that's a rush for you. Well,
yeah, that's a rush for me.
It's a pleasure as always, Turbo, and we'll catch everyone tomorrow. So have a beautiful evening.
Yeah, so have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.